I think it's time to Bo leave. I don't know about you guys, but we'll get into that because today's episode we're gonna be talking about the NFL draft. Round one wrapped up yesterday, and rounds two and three wrapped up today. And we're gonna be going not every single pick, obviously, but pick by pick for a little bit and just discussing our general thoughts. Today in the treehouse, we've got Eli to my left, Arian to my right, we've got Ben down under. And his face isn't here today, except in Ben's background, but Bobby is here, so you'll be hearing from him too. And yeah, let's just jump right into it, guys. This NFL draft was one of the more confusing ones of recent times. It went kind of basic at first, but then there were a couple things that really kind of threw a wrench in things. We'll get to that. But yeah, let's just go from the top. Caleb Williams went number one to the Bears. Is anyone questioning that here?
That was the only pick that everybody in the entire world, even people who didn't watch the NFL, knew Caleb Williams was going number one overall.
Yep.
And that was
Except for
from
Bears fans.
off the rip.
Yeah, Bears fans had an interesting month on Twitter before this, and I hope they move on from Justin Fields, man. It shouldn't be as hard as it is to do. But yeah, does anyone here?
Fields could be coming back.
Honestly, yeah, he's benched for Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh. That says all you need to know about that. But I'm just curious, does anyone here, or did anyone here, I guess, have Caleb Williams as anything else than their quarterback one in this draft?
I want him just not go number one, just to see his reaction.
Okay, yeah. Ben is probably the lowest on Caleb in the Treehouse cast, if I had to guess.
Like, he's fine QB. Like, he'll be good. It's just...
Fine QB.
Do you think it's like personality?
He'll be good. Like, I'm not doubting his play. It's just... mostly his dad.
Is there anything else about Caleb Williams that you don't like, Ben? Did you like?
No, he seems fine. He actually has weapons. Like, QB wise, he'll be good. It's just all the stuff off the field with like, wanting ownership in the team, not wanting the rookie contract. Like, because I expected him to like already be walking up the stage when they announced pick one. I just wanted to see like walk up and then have another person be called when he's like on the stage.
You're just a hater for real, huh?
Let's play ball.
Let's play ball, bro. No, but I love that guy. I think he's going to be amazing. For over a calendar year now, a couple of these guys have heard me talk a lot about this guy and how good he's going to be.
Joey said he's going to draft him number one in fantasy. So
I said he was going to be my number one quarterback, not number one overall. But yeah.
You're taking him as your number one quarterback in fantasy?
I don't mind. If he gets to like the 10th or 11th round, he's my starter. I'm not mad at that.
We'll
get to his later.
That's true. I mean, for a rookie quarterback, you cannot ask for a better situation. Yeah. I mean, maybe a better O-line, but I mean, how many rookie quarterbacks have 3, 4, 5 weapons at their disposal the first year that they play?
The Vikings.
Rock quality.
The Vikings.
Okay, we'll get into
the Vikings have nothing.
We'll get into those two specifically when we get to 9 and 10. Okay, yeah, we'll get there. But yeah, the Vikings have nothing is a wild sentence.
Not nothing, but
crazy statement.
Okay, they don't have nothing, but it's not comparable.
Oh, I think it's easily comparable.
We'll get there.
You have one.
Main one. Jordan Addison's pretty good, man. And
they have two solid. They have TJ Hawkins.
Yeah,
Hawkinson.
Who's on the Vikings?
Hawkinson going to be 100% for next year? Because didn't he have like a really bad injury?
Yeah, he did. But like, I think he could come back. I think
he'll be good though.
Yeah.
Even if he misses a couple weeks, McCarthy will be in a great spot, and we'll get to that later. But number 2 was Jaden Daniels to the Commanders. Not as good of a situation, but not an awful situation either. He'll have Terry McLaurin. He'll have Jahan Dotson, Brian Robinson, Austin Eckler, which is something apparently. But yeah, Jaden Daniels, personally, I would have taken Drake May here. I think Drake May is a significantly better prospect than Jaden Daniels is. But what do you guys think about that?
That's interesting. I think Jaden Daniels is perfect at 2. I think he fits the Commanders' weapons they have. I don't know. I feel like Drake May fits the Patriots more in an odd way.
Because he's white?
Really? Yeah.
I never
I
said that.
mean, at least
Kind
they
of
got
odd way to
QB.
be. Big Carolina white quarterback goes to Boston. I wonder what kind of fit you mean by that, Arn.
I mean, all right. Eli said that, not me.
I thought it was Belichick, but I guess it's just the Oregon General.
I mean, it's the city they're in.
It's true. It's true.
But yeah, I'm just curious of like the people here. Which one of you guys or who of you guys had Drake May higher than Jaden Daniels, or which of you would have taken Jaden Daniels at 2 and vice versa?
It's hard because I mean, with rookie quarterbacks, I feel like 90% of it comes down to the situation, whether or not they're going to have success, and only 10% is their actual skill. So, I mean, you could put anyone above anyone, but if they go to the Bears like 4 years ago, it doesn't matter. Or if you end up in Pittsburgh, it doesn't matter how good you are.
All the Broncos.
Or the Broncos, yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
So, so like Caleb Williams in a great situation.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels at Washington, he's doomed. Like, I'm sorry. Drake May, I mean, we'll see, but like Mac Jones was a good quarterback his first season, and then the second season the coaching went in the gutter, and then they got rid of him
for a 6th-round pick, no less.
Well, now they're like replacing him, and it's not because he really did bad. He had the talent.
I think Mac Jones had like a noticeable ceiling though.
I mean, he was never gonna win you a Super Bowl.
Right. I think Drake May is kind of the opposite of that, where he's 6'5.5", like 230, 240 already. He runs like an insane person. Like I remember when I first started watching the clips of Drake May running, he runs like he has zero other option, not even in the game, but in his entire life. Dude runs through full ass linebackers in the ACC like it's nothing. He also has a cannon of an arm. He throws harder than maybe anyone in this class. The only person who has a stronger arm is maybe Daniels, but even then, Drake May is so much bigger. I wouldn't be surprised if his like effective arm strength it would end up being better in the league than Daniels would.
Because Patriots are gonna be in a full rebuild mode. So.
Oh yeah, and they did get a receiver today. They got Jalen Polk from Washington, who was pretty good. He's a deep ball threat. He's like a jump ball threat, so that kind of matches up with get a quarterback who can just boom it downfield, even if his accuracy's not there, and then you get a receiver who I would hope is your wide receiver one and just tries to catch everything that comes close to him.
Unless the Patriots somehow pull out the Niners trade, then it's gonna be just him number one.
Yeah, I mean they did reportedly not only try to trade for Ayuk yesterday, but today they apparently re-engaged about Debo, and nothing has happened as of now. I imagine if anything does happen, it would obviously involve next year's draft picks because this year I doubt 4th-round picks are worth Debo at all, and I think at this point Ayuk is kind of off the table.
Ayuk is done so.
Yeah, especially based on the way that I don't know if you guys saw their press conference yesterday with their owner, or no, it was their GM and their coach. It was Shanahan and their GM.
Lynch.
Talking about how like we've had really positive talks with Ayuk, and Debo's a part of this team too. So it kind of seemed like they really want to get a contract done with Ayuk, and Debo's just kind of there. And then we'll get there, or we can talk about it now. They drafted 31.
Debo also, at least on his and still is saying he is still wanting to be part of the team, but they both also talk in emojis, so who knows?
Yeah, there is that. There's always that receiver factor. We don't really know what's going on, like reminiscent of a couple years ago where out of nowhere, like 2 days or 3 days in a row, we wake up and Tyreek Hill's a Dolphin, and then a couple days later, Devontae Adams is a Raider from seemingly nothing either time.
That was also because insane contracts are going around for no reason.
That's true. Yeah, there is the money. And Debo got his money a couple years ago, but his contract was really weird. Like that saga went on forever, and the clauses in it were really weird, and they've already maybe violated one of them. But Ayuk does not have his money yet, and he's just gotten better every year. I know Eli's a huge Ayuk guy, so you can kind of talk about him if you want.
Me? No, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
He's just the best. Top 5. What can I say?
Well,
Okay.
with like Ayuk, when you just look at last season, Debo was just obviously the Niners were better when he was on the field, and he's a difference maker on the field, but Ayuk was really the wide receiver one last season. Like he was the guy. He was the guy making the deep ball. He was the guy catching the deep ball. He was making the big plays. Like Debo, his like yards after catch, those are where he gets his yards right there. But when you look at just
In
receiver
terms of
stats, Ayuk was the guy.
just pure receiving, Ayuk's gonna be a at least top 10, top 5. But
Yep. On third downs, it was either Ayuk or Kittle.
Yeah,
that was always the
they
move.
got Kittle.
Except for in the postseason where you didn't see Kittle
Yeah.
anywhere.
Hey.
Yeah.
He has some damage, okay?
A lot of. But I do think it's worth noting that when they went on those like 3 really awful games where the Niners couldn't do anything positive, those were the 3 games that Debo missed. And obviously, I'm not blaming those entire games on Debo.
I mean, one of them was a kick miss.
That's true. And the defense was also really, really bad for most of not only those 3 games, but most of the middle part of the season. The Niners defense was not what we thought it would be.
I mean, because they had,
It's Trent.
I think, 3 injuries throughout
That's
that.
true. Trent Williams is gone for most of that too. I forgot about that. That's a good point. But yeah, they drafted a receiver at 31. Not only did they draft a receiver at 31, but Ricky Pearsall, I think is how you say his name, was the pick from Florida.
Mhm.
The receiver order, I want to talk about this like in depth later when we get there, but the order that the receivers were taken in this draft was really weird to me. I know it always is. Like Rager went super high a while ago.
Don't remind me.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
the first one was expected.
Yeah.
The second one.
Harrison. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're right here.
Third
Harrison
one was expected.
Yeah. Okay.
That one, Nabals, I thought he would have gone to the Chargers instead, but
See, I don't get that one. I mean, if we're at that topic, I feel like the Chargers, like not drafting a wide receiver, like who the fuck is Justin Herbert gonna throw to?
I wasn't surprised with that one.
What do you
No, I
mean,
think,
Quentin
like, they-
Johnson? He's throwing to Quentin
Okay, so
Johnson.
like, do we really trust Quentin Johnson? Like, does that team really trust Quentin Johnson and what?
I think
Palmer?
more like they trust Justin Herbert.
I think
I mean-
that plus they did get one today. They traded up to pick 33 to get Lad McConkey, who was pretty damn good. But I think it was more so Jim Harbaugh is very much a build from the trenches type guy, and Joe Alt is that good of a tackle.
I mean, Joe Alt is a good pick. It's just they had not better options, but
it's not sexy, right? And
They're,
when
they're not trying, like that pick right there just shows that they're not trying to contend this year for a Super Bowl. Like they're not trying to.
Yeah.
They're very understanding that they're rebuilding right now. It's not a full rebuild, but
right,
they can't just go in, buy receivers and try to make a run. They like Jim Harbaugh came in, he understands we got to go ground up. We got to get protection and then we can go from there.
no, exactly, yeah. And Joe Alt is maybe the best tackle prospect in like 10 years or 15 years or something stupid like that. He's really good. It is the only reason he's not number 1 overall is there's a borderline generational quarterback, 2 other amazing quarterbacks, and an absolutely generational receiver who, just to make sure we touch on everybody, there's none of us have any questions about Marvin Harrison Jr., I'm guessing, right?
no.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Let's go, Kyler.
Yeah, that's genuine.
If Kylo is back.
I assume he should be, especially now. Like, genuinely, I know D-Hop was great with the Cardinals, but if Harrison is what he projects to be, he's the best receiver Kyler Murray's ever had.
I mean,
Or he will be.
I mean, I'm just saying, if he wasn't going, like, Kane off with, fuck. Who the fuck am I thinking of?
I don't think we know.
I don't think I know. It's been a long day for me.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
All right. So Marvin Harrison Jr., absolute wide receiver 1. There was some talk about neighbors ahead of him on some boards, but I assume now that it's just all smokescreen shit to try and get Marvin Harrison to fall. But he's that guy. I don't think Honestly, he's probably the most unquestionable pick in this whole draft. Like even Caleb Williams included. Like this guy is just easily ready now. Ohio State had its Bobby's an Ohio State fan. I'm sure you can talk to this, but they had their worst quarterback in a long time, and he still put up like what 1,200 yards.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio State quarterbacks have just like, unfortunately, historically not been good at the NFL level, but just the receivers that they've had, and now Marvin Harrison Jr. coming in. I mean, that's a guy that's just all talent right there. Like if anybody's ready to make a pro transition, it's him. Like he's gonna hopefully just dominate for the Cardinals and be my #1 pick overall in fantasy.
Okay. First round is a little. I mean, second round, I absolutely he'll go in the second round. First round, hey, I mean that's your guy. That's your guy, and we'll get to
if you have back to back.
Oh yeah, if you have the turn.
If you got the 11-12 turn, honestly, that's too high for me to take him. But
I mean, you never know, dude. Like these young receivers ball out every year, and it seems like it's only getting more. Right, a fifth round pick just broke Jamar Chase's record last year.
I mean, I feel like there has been, I think, a chart I saw on Instagram where it was like only 3 busts out of the couple, like past couple years were first round receivers. Like Rager is the only one. Again, another shot for Bobby. But
freaking Justin Jefferson right there.
Yeah, to be fair, those busts are bad. Like we're talking Jalen Rager, Henry Ruggs.
Bro, and the Eagles had 2 of them.
Two of them. Who's the other one? Wait, who's the other one you're talking about? You're talking about that guy from Stanford?
No, they could have had I think they could have had Metcalf and they got
Oh yeah, JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Yeah. Stanford.
Friggin' this, it's okay. We stopped trying to draft receivers. We just bought them instead.
He just paid to him like a couple days ago too.
Oh no, we drafted Devontae Smith, but that was a no-brainer. That was a Marvin Harrison Jr. pick.
Yeah, he did just win the Heisman that year, and Jamar Chase is already gone.
There was no thinking by the Eagles office to make that pick.
Yeah, he was just there. Yeah, so Harrison, no questions. I mean, I think we all agree that Alt is really fucking good, and he's going to be really good. But I just want to go around like, if you were the Chargers, would you have taken Alt or would you have taken Neighbors? I would have taken Alt personally. It'd be close.
Alt.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's not close to me.
I think Alt was the right pick
because next year's draft is mostly gonna be defensive sided.
At the moment, probably.
Yeah. So unless, depending on how right now wide receiver contracts go, they could always pick one up or just pay one out. So
yeah, and we will get to, or we can talk about Lad McConkey now. Why not? Why not? I think he went 33 overall. I think there are receivers that got taken in the first round that I would have taken McConkey ahead of. He's from Georgia. He's really shifty, faster. Hey, what do you say?
Niners.
Yeah, I had McConkey decently higher than Mickey Pearsall. I'll say that. But yeah, McConkey, he's really quick. He can run his routes fast. He's a lot faster than people think. And I'm not just saying that because he's a white receiver, but he does have like actual, like pretty high end speed. And I think that fits with Justin Herbert. They already have Palmer, like we said. Johnston can't get worse, right? He'll give you something more than last year, I hope. So I think they'll have enough, right? And they didn't draft a running back today, but I imagine they might tomorrow. If not, J.K. Dobbins is the guy and Gus Edwards is the backup. And I like those two, so why not? But yeah, speaking of Malik Neighbors, he went immediately after to the Giants. And we can play another similar game here where I think Neighbors is great. I think we all agree on that. One, do we think he's better than Adunze? Or two, do we think that they should have just taken McCarthy and said, we need a quarterback first? And then
they paid Danny Dimes.
Yeah, I think you have to pick Neighbors there for Danny Dimes. I mean, you can't just replace him with that much money.
That contract is too big to not try something.
And it's not just about the contract. Like his 2 years ago, like he had a decent year. Like they got to the playoffs, but I mean, you look at last year, they had one of the worst O lines in football, and they didn't have a single nameable wide receiver. on the roster. Like there was nothing. And then Saquon got injured for 4 or 5 games. I mean, there was no chance. He had no chance to do anything.
Are you saying this because you're an Eagles fan who wants Daniel Jones to stay in your division?
That is 90% of why I'm saying this, yes. 10% of me actually believes it though.
That's enough, I guess. But I mean,
No, I kind of agree. I think he's overhated.
really,
Yeah.
he's thrown for over 15 touchdowns one time, and he's missed an average of 6 games a year.
Yeah.
He also leads the league in fumbles by a lot.
Well, his contract I never agreed with in the first place,
Oh,
but
right. I don't
Oh,
think
he did not earn that contract.
Yeah,
at all.
no one wants to give Daniel Jones $40 million a year.
Except the
But-
Giants.
Apparently,
NFC East is great.
can't win it all though, can you?
but yeah, I mean, he has this guy now, and if he does nothing, then that's it, I guess.
Did the Giants take a tackle or guard? Did they take any linemen?
The Giants?
Yeah.
No, I think they. Who did they take? They took a safety in the second round. I think. I think they took Tyler Nubin. Yeah, they took Tyler
Yeah, they
Nubin
took
in
Nubin.
Minnesota. Who I think he was the first pure safety off the board at least. Although I'm pretty sure your Eagles are going to end up playing Cooper DeJean at safety, or at least nickel. But
What do you mean? We took
you took Quinion.
Oh yeah,
Mitchell.
they might play Cooper DeJean as safety. I mean, the secondary just needs help. Both of these guys are going to be probably day 1 starters.
I mean, yeah, Mitchell was the first corner off the board, and a lot of people thought you'd have to trade up to get him, and ended up being right there.
I mean, DeJean should have been a first round pick. Like it's crazy how the Eagles got both of them.
Yeah,
it's like the Packers are so dumb. I hate that organization. Like the Packers friend, like the head office should just actually I can't say that right now, but redacted.
Redacted. Okay.
Redacted.
But yeah, he did seem like a Packers type player, and he was right there at 25. And who did they take again, Orion?
Jordan Morgan.
Jordan Morgan.
Oh boy.
No, they traded down first. I think they had a.
No, this is their pick.
Yeah.
They traded down in the second round.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
They had 2 more chances at Cooper DeJean in the second round and didn't take him either.
They always do this. I'm not surprised. They pick this like quirky little player, right? They're like, oh, this guy's gonna be good. Trust me, over someone that's a stud.
But that's what we were all saying about Jordan Love. So
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But John Love
maybe they know
on the
something we
bench
don't.
for 5 years.
Yeah, but he played around Rodgers, so like he probably something rubbed off on him.
Hey, Jordan Morgan can learn under Bakhtiari. That's basically the same thing.
Who?
Bakhtiari, bro.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true.
Yeah, he can learn how to play 3 games a year. Anyway, let's go back to the top. Do we want to talk about J.C. Latham? He's a good tackle for the Titans, but I don't think any of us care about the Titans enough.
It's the Titans.
I think it's a good fit, though. I think.
For sure. No, they needed a tackle, and he is a very good tackle. And it seems like the league was high on him to the point where they couldn't have traded down. So this is the pick.
And according to CBS, he's a violent player wherever he plays.
I mean, look at the hug he gave to the commissioner, bro.
Yes.
I mean, he's a Bama tackle. Those guys tend to be fucking nasty.
Dude, bear hugged and carried the dude.
It was this guy wrote the highlight was him holding the face mask, right?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, where he just like yanked the guy around.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of, we've already touched on this a little bit. The mindset of if you have a guy, get your guy, and no organization represents that better than the Falcons. Where a couple years ago, most people thought Garrett Wilson was the wide receiver 1, but the Falcons loved Drake London, and they stuck and picked Drake London. A couple of years ago, everyone was high on Kyle Pitts, but are you really going to take a tight end at 4? And they did.
Hey, Kyle Pitts is good.
He's good.
Now. He has a QB now. Maybe.
He's got more than one, apparently. But yeah, last year
Kyle Pitts himself agrees with this pick.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? But yeah, last year they love Bijan, but are you really going to take a running back in the top 8 in the big 2023? Yeah, they did. And then this
It's
year,
Bijan.
again, no, that was worth it. But I think we're kind of reaching their limit on it being worth it. Because this year, it came out like minutes before the pick that they are just in love with Michael Penix Jr. And they took Michael Penix Jr. at 8, which is what
Yay!
we've been talking about. Yeah.
Apparently, Cousins also found out at the draft.
Yeah. And
So
also, apparently, the owner and GM have not talked since that pick. I don't know when that was reported. They might have talked since then, but there was at least 12 hours where the owner and the GM did not speak to each other because the owner didn't
isn't
like
there
it
a
at all.
photo of one of them like trying to convince the other
Yeah.
person about the pick and the guy just walking away?
There's a video of it of the GM trying to
Yeah.
convince the owner, like doing his like he was like, oh, like it's
Like,
Penix is good.
trust me. Like he'll throw and Kyle Pitts will get a touchdown in America. And
But this was a horrific pick, though. Oh, sorry, continue.
Yeah. I mean, in a vacuum, solid. He's a good quarterback. I like him. At 8, a
he's
little high.
old.
He is
I mean,
24 years, and you also gave a 36-year-old recovering from an Achilles injury 4 years and 180 million like a month ago.
it seemed like there were a lot of teams that were ready to reach on Michael Penix. Like it seemed like there was multiple teams.
Like
Yeah.
if he was post 10, understandable reach, but
I think that's the thing, though, is at least what came out after round 1 ended is at least the Seahawks, the Saints, and who was the third team? I don't know. I think it was the Raiders. It was the Raiders. Sorry. It was the Seahawks, the Saints, and the Raiders were all not only wanting to, but actively calling trade up into the top 10 to take Michael Penix. But instead, he goes to a team that has a quarterback locked up for 4 years. And the logical outcomes of this are either they're getting rid of Kirk after 2 years, or Michael Penix is playing 1 year on his rookie deal as a starter.
Well, the only way that this makes sense is that they didn't plan on taking a quarterback, but then like after they already signed Cousins, they fell in love with Michael Penix and they were like, we have to get our guy.
I mean
That's the only way this makes sense. Otherwise, if you planned on taking a quarterback, you do not pay Kirk like you did. That just doesn't make any sense.
Did Penix do any combine individual team stuff?
He didn't go. He didn't do much of the combine, but he apparently had the best pro day of any quarterback.
Oh, okay, pro day, yeah.
So it was probably that combined with, I'm sure the coaching staff loved him, but yeah, this is confusing because like we've already said, he's 24 years old, 23 now, turning 24 this year. So even if you like get out of the Kirk contract 2 years in,
26.
this dude's gonna be 26 playing his first real games. And by that point, Drake London is gonna either be off the team or have to be paid. Same with Kyle Pitts, and Bijan will be knocking on the door for his contract at that point. So
No.
like sure, maybe you're setting the timeline to like get off of the Kirk money when you have to pay your weapons, and then you have a new quarterback. But if Rome
It's not
Odunze is
like they're
sitting
just
right
going to get
there,
off
man.
it. They're
No,
not
right,
just going to get off
exactly.
the money. They're going to take a hit.
Exactly. Look
Yeah.
at my fucking Broncos this year. We didn't just get Russ is off the team, but we're fucking paying $80 million in dead cap.
I can't imagine being Penix though. Like he probably hates this, just waiting for 2
Oh
years.
yeah, just
As
go
a stud, like he has to
Broncos
wait.
itself.
You went to the college football championship. You almost won the Heisman. You've been in college for 6 years. You had to transfer to get like a real opportunity to play meaningful college football after having 4 straight season-ending injuries at Indiana. You pop off at Washington, and now you're a backup at the very least for 2 years, unless Kirk gets hurt again.
Yeah. It's
At a
horrible.
historically not very good organization.
Right.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
loves
I
to
mean,
take
now though they got rid of the. Is it Arthur Smith?
the
Or
Arthur
was that?
is with the Steelers
Yeah,
now.
Arthur's.
Yeah.
I think Penix to the Saints would have been nice.
I mean, yeah.
Reynolds would have loved him.
The Raiders did.
They
Yeah,
actually have one.
yeah.
Like I don't know if they did this out of spite, just to spite other teams, and then just using him to like, just like.
I mean,
Would
that
the
is something.
Falcons
That would make sense. But that's a very Arthur
If you
Smith
hear-
move. Is he still in the building?
Yeah.
I think he's with the Steelers, right?
Did he pay someone to do it?
I mean,
Was Arthur Smith not the problem?
no. I think
Did Arthur Smith replace the GM?
I think major dysfunction and like no communication with until 5 minutes before your pick is due is the problem here. If we're seeing videos of the GM and owner arguing about picking a quarterback at 8 in the draft room, how did those conversations not happen weeks ago? Like if you fell in love with him at the pro day, fair enough, but like don't start it in the war room.
I don't know. It's just so dumb. I feel like he's just trying to convince the owner that, oh, yeah, Penix is the one.
Yeah, but then even if they wanted a QB, they had younger ones still on the field.
Well, it's not just
If
about
they-
younger ones. Like you want to pick someone that's has a similar skill set to the veteran you have on your team.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is not a gunslinger.
No,
Oh no.
no. That's a whole
Kirk
other thing.
Cousins. Definition of pocket pass.
Yeah. No, like Penix has like amazing deep ball accuracy. He loves to throw it downfield. Kirk Cousins notably doesn't do that, let
No.
alone like doing it.
Like he'll throw it 20.
He could throw, intermediate routes.
You're making
You
Ari
get-
mad.
Okay, listen. He throws some deep balls, It's pretty good when he does.
He's
Okay,
off your
No,
team.
you don't have
Give
to
up the
throw
ball.
a deep ball. You just have to throw the ball up in the air, and Justin Jefferson will come down
Yeah,
with it. That's
you-
not throwing a deep ball,
No,
Arian.
yeah.
No. That is
you're
the
making him
epitome
mad.
of throw it down. Someone will grab it.
But I think Penix would have actually been a good fit for the Vikings, though.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
Like they
yeah.
already been
no,
discussed.
yeah. I mean,
Any
I mean,
That's fair.
any team that needed a rookie quarterback would have been a great fit for Michael Penix.
yeah, not a team that just signed one.
That doesn't have the same skill set.
Or like you said, they should have had a plan. Like did the
Yeah.
previous picks make them panic or something? But I don't see it.
no,
No.
but the previous
Panic
picks
from
will all
where?
like relatively make sense.
Yeah,
Unless
exactly.
unless they heard the news of assumingly it would have been at 7 to Tennessee, teams calling 7 to get Michael Penix, and they heard about that, and they're like, oh, we love this guy too much to get him now. But
No,
again,
but-
like this,
They also had time to. Oh wait, that no trade happened. They still have 10 minutes on the clock.
yeah. And again, like, did the GM not want Kirk Cousins, or did he just think we're giving him 4 years because that's the only thing he'll sign for? We talked about that. We weren't making episodes at the time, but we talked about this. Like 4 years for a guy in his mid-30s coming off a torn Achilles is a lot, and that's probably not what Kirk Cousins need to be signed for.
Yeah.
But if that's what he's asking for and that's what it took, maybe.
But I don't get like the
Unless-
whole marketing too, like behind just like pushing Kirk Cousins, like, oh, he's gonna retire here, like he's the one, and then just going for Penix. Like what is the logic behind that?
Unless
Yeah,
his
that too.
Achilles is worse than it actually was shown to be, and it's
But
not
they should have
actually
tested that.
healing.
They should have tested that before giving him
Yeah.
Yeah,
all the
unless it
money.
was his doctor saying, "Oh yeah, he's fine," and then they had their team look at it. It's like it's good, but he's not gonna be steady for this long. If anything happens, he's gonna be out.
Yeah. Either way, this isn't a good pick. This is the worst pick of the first round, I think, by a decent bit, because you're drafting someone
That's
who's not going to play for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
And
For
maybe,
the team, it's the worst pick.
yeah, and maybe
Eighth round or eighth pick.
Eighth
Yeah,
round.
oh, dude.
Eighth pick.
Yeah, maybe not even the best quarterback for what you're looking for. Like JJ McCarthy
no.
is much more similar to Kirk. He's 21 years old. I just don't get it, man. There's a lot that the decision making doesn't make sense. The communication, clearly different levels of the organization are on very different pages. And yeah, like we were saying, not only did they not tell the owner they were doing this, they didn't tell fucking Kirk Cousins they were doing this until
I
like
know, like what
happened.
that's the most
Yeah.
like, shocking
Okay,
part.
Kyle Pitts found out about it while he was live with CJ Stroud. And Micah Parsons, like, he said, "Oh yeah, he's great, bro. I watched his tapes. He's a good QB. Can't wait to catch from him."
Yeah, like normally when you're taking a rookie quarterback, like the weapons will start tweeting shit out minutes before the pick happens because they've known that your team likes that guy.
Yeah.
No. And I remember we were watching the draft live, and on NFL Network, all of a sudden Ian Rappaport comes on as the Falcons pick comes in, and he's talking about like, guys, we really need to say this really quick so there's no shock factor. The Falcons really like Michael Penix, so don't be shocked if that's what this is. And he's like fucking visibly sweating as if someone just called him to tell him this shit. Yeah, I don't know how this happened. Or like if Eli said they panicked because J.C. Latham got taken and they heard the calls that the Saints wanted Penix.
And
But
I hate the competition perspective that people are having. Like, oh, it's great competition to have both of them.
For
Like,
what?
no, or like, what are you talking about?
There's no competition. They're
Kirk
paying Kirk
Cousins can just
Cousins.
sit on his
Yeah.
money.
you're not
I
gonna
hate
bench
these
a
people that like
$45 million a year guy. Like, you know how bad he'd have to be to get benched making 40+ million a
You'd have to
year?
be almost as bad as Russell Wilson was the last 2
Yeah.
years.
yeah.
Yeah, they never benched him in year one. He
In
got the
year
fucking
one. What about year two, Joey?
Well, they benched him in year two because they decided they were cutting him already. And they didn't want him to get hurt and not be able to cut him. But yeah, let's move on from the worst pick in the whole draft to one of the better ones, Roma Dunze.
Oh, Dunze,
winning
that
9.
is insane.
Good pick.
Yeah, that guy would have been a
They
top
also
5.
actually compete.
Yeah, dude, genuinely, like, I wouldn't be surprised at all if they're a wild card team next year.
Oh no, that would definitely be a wild card.
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
know
like,
about definitely.
No, definitely.
Yeah,
We gotta
yeah.
see Caleb Williams play first.
Yeah, we'll hold
That's
on
true.
there.
If Caleb Williams lives up to the hype, they are definitely a wild card.
I mean, he doesn't even have to live up to the hype. He just has to play decent.
solid. I mean, yeah,
Get
dude,
the
like,
Yeah.
get
If
the ball
Amari
in your
Cooper
playmaker's
was able
hands.
to be one of the best wide receivers with Justin Fields, like
yeah,
Justin Fields
and
who
fucking
can
Tyler
barely
Bass.
throw an accurate pass over 20 yards.
I mean,
Yeah,
just think
man.
about the weapons they have. They got DJ Moore,
Yeah.
who was insane last season.
Yeah,
Now
man.
you're adding Keenan Allen, who's been Chargers wide receiver 1 for however many years. Cole Kmet, who's been solid. DeAndre Swift, a crazy pass
I
catcher.
forgot DeAndre Swift.
A capable runner and a great pass catcher, and now Rome. Like, this is he has all the weapons in the world. Like, this is gonna be a great team.
Damn, I
Be
hate the
careful with
Bears.
DJ Moore though.
I hate the Bears.
What?
What are those receivers, dude? I forgot
What?
about that.
DJ Moore, not Amari Cooper. My bad.
DJ Moore
This
hater. bro.
podcast is the start of his DJ Moore hate, by the way. When it came out of nowhere. And the Keenan Allen hate too. It was the
Wait.
same like 2 minutes that he said that bullshit in.
Wait, who? Because you hated someone else because they said they were better than Ayuk. Who was that?
DJ Moore.
Where's DJ
It was
Moore?
Really?
definitely DJ Moore.
For years, me and Joe have
Oh.
been pushing this. That he's better than
Yeah.
Ayuk.
And Keenan Allen was the other one. And now they're both on the same team and had both of their maybe career best seasons last year. And now they have Caleb Williams. But yeah, dude, like genuinely,
have
are
Brock
there more
Purdy.
than 5 teams with over?
I mean,
Why'd you say
Ayuk
that
will
so
get the ball.
defeated? So these guys, bro, they're not gonna be running that much. They're gonna be running with DeAndre Swift less than the Niners run with Christian McCaffrey, that's for sure.
You know what? If Ayuk's leaving the Niners, give him to Justin Herbert, please.
Dude, oh my god.
That
That'd be
would
sick. That'd be
be.
sick.
I love that so much, man. He deserves it. It's not just
The thing
Herbert's
is,
fault.
what
Herbert's
could the
fault.
Chargers give the Niners?
Next year, shit from next year, why not? Oh, do
What,
they? How much
3
money do they
picks?
have? Because they just paid Herbert. There's no way they do
Ayuk
that, right?
wants money.
Yeah, there's after spending all offseason fucking trading Keenan Allen, cutting Mike Williams, restructuring both of your main defensive guys' contracts. That'd be kind of crazy for them to do.
See, that goes back to my point. Like, how good is Justin Herbert mentally, where he's been like years of being stagnant, and like now, like, oh, we're in rebuilding. Like, he has to just like wait through that process, you know? Like, if I was
I
Justin
think
Herbert, I'm like, give me
Herbert is
neighbors right now.
just.
If I was Justin Herbert, I'm requesting a trade.
He get, well, that's the thing though. He's
Unless
signed that
Jim
contract.
Harbaugh got on his knees with Justin Harbaugh, like
It's like I
Apparently-
can't stand the word rebuild if I'm Justin Herbert, bro. Like I need a fucking wide receiver now. And ain't Quentin Johnson, bro. I ain't Quentin fucking Johnson. I need a wide receiver.
Johnson and
You're not a-
Palmer, bro.
You're not a Lad McConkey supporter.
No, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, man. That contract makes him like almost untradeable because the Chargers have to pay at least half of it, I think is how it works. So they'd have to give up so much for it to be worth it. But apparently two teams tried. It was the Patriots and I want to say the Vikings were the other one that like
It was the
Patriots,
Vikings.
well,
All this
well,
was the
well.
Vikings.
Patriots.
It was the Vikings.
that's
Yeah.
why you're on this bit.
I did not work.
No, clearly. But yeah, like are there more than 5 teams with a better receiving core than the Bears right now? Probably not.
No, no way.
I mean,
No
I
way.
think Chiefs have one
Unfortunately,
now.
whatever.
No, the Chiefs don't.
No.
Dude.
Hmm?
I don't think the Chiefs have one receiver who's better than any of these 3 guys.
Vikings clear the Chiefs. If it's anyone, if there's any contest,
Okay.
it's the Vikings.
So I'm gonna say Bengals, Vikings.
Now, Bengals wide receiver room's about to get tore up.
Yeah,
right
everyone wants
now,
right now,
right
Higgins is
now,
on the roster.
yes.
Right now it's Bengals, yeah, for sure.
Bengals,
Bengals.
Vikings,
Eagles,
Dolphins.
Dolphins,
Dolphins, yeah.
and Niners probably still.
Niners
As
still.
of right now, I'd
Yeah.
say they could compete with it.
And that's
I
5
mean,
right
that guy's
there.
still decent. Persal or whatever.
No, yeah, he's good. And obviously Ayuk, you take Ayuk over Moore for right now.
And
He takes
Keenan.
Ayuk over
And
both of
Keenan.
them.
Well, I was gonna do one by one, but I was like Keenan over
No.
after last year. But then again, Keenan is like very volatile with how old he is.
I don't know. Keenan
But
could
is it
break
fair to
both his
assume
knees.
that that's true? Is it fair to assume that the gap between Odunze and Pearsall closes that gap between DJ Moore and Ayuk though?
Sure. Whatever.
So they're
Uh,
close. And the Eagles, Bobby, who's the Eagles' third receiver?
It was Julio Jones and oh crap, what's his name?
When was
Oh, I can't
Julio
remember
Jones?
the third guy.
Smith Brown,
Okay.
Travis
If you remember
Fulton, Greg
If you
Long,
remember fucking 40-year-old Julio Jones instead of whoever you're trying to look up, then he's probably not worth mentioning in the first
I mean,
place.
he's
Jalen,
solid. Like
talking about
but
Quez
he's not a
Watkins?
playmaker.
Devontae Smith.
Oh, that's his number 2.
Are you talking about Quez Watkins?
Yeah, that's him. Quiz Watkins.
How did I remember that before you? Yes, your team, bro.
I know, because he doesn't do
Oh,
it.
the Seahawks are good.
He makes
Yeah,
the
from that.
one catch that he needs to each game, but he's not a playmaker.
That's fair. The Seahawks are
But
interesting.
Dallas Goddard's really the third receiver.
Oh yeah, basically. Hey, Cole Kmet ain't bad either, man.
No, Cole Kmet's not at all.
Oh, Cole.
Oh, the
he's-
Raiders.
I mean,
Ooh.
With Myers, assuming he repeats that.
And the new one.
Yeah, but they
For
drafted
including
a tight
including
end.
tight ends, yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah, Bowser is actually.
Bowers is good. I have a whole fucking rant about that in a couple picks, and I'm sure you guys can guess what it's about. But anyway, before we get to that, Arian, your fucking Vikings got their guy right after. How do you feel about JJ McCarthy?
I mean, it was a steal. People were saying like we gotta trade hella like up to get him, but it was like only one spot, so I think it was great. I feel like they were trying to get Drake May at 3,
Yeah.
but I mean it's
I
fine.
mean, he's
Jim
better than
McCarthy's
Sam
good.
Donald.
I mean, yeah, he's
What was the
definitely
trade?
better than Sam Darnold.
It's like a
Huh?
4th round pick, right? But,
Who?
the trade from the Vikings and Jets.
No, it was a
Yeah, no.
4th and a 5th, but then the
Yeah.
Was
Vikings
it
got a
two?
6th.
I think it was a
Mm,
4th and a
okay,
5th.
okay,
But the Vikings got a 6th back, yeah.
okay.
So basically, the Jets jumped up an entire round from 6 to 5, and then got an extra 4th round pick for free for moving back one spot. And apparently, I don't know if this is true, but Sean Payton is taking credit for it. That Sean Payton and the Broncos were faking trying to draft up to 10 to take JJ, and
Hmm.
tricked the Vikings into doing it instead.
So-
They're not in the same conference. I don't know why he
So you're
wanted to
saying
do
the
that.
Broncos fully committing to Bo Nix by faking to try to get JJ?
We'll get to that in a bit, but yes. But you happy with Jay? I mean, obviously, if there's a better situation for a rookie quarterback to go in than the Bears, it's the Vikings. You have the best receiver in football. Jordan Addison is very promising. Hawkinson
Yeah.
super consistent. Like
With Aaron
he's
Jones, I think
that's right. I forgot they have Aaron Jones now as a little security blanket, huh?
Yeah,
I think the Vikings have better weapons than the Bears, personally, because I think Addison is better than Moore. JJ is better than Keenan Allen. I think Hawkinson,
Oh,
Adunze.
shit.
saying
okay,
Addison
whoa,
is
whoa,
better
back
than
up,
Moore
hang
after
on.
1
Just
year
hang
is
on.
crazy.
Oh, shoot.
It goes
Dude.
Justin Jefferson and then Jordan Addison down. Like,
Let him know.
No,
Orion.
Justin Jefferson is better than Keenan Allen for sure, though, right?
Okay.
oh yes,
Yeah.
that's not
Okay.
That's not our
even
problem.
comparable.
I think it's
That is
Addison
not
over Moore.
comparable.
Dude,
Really?
Addison's only played 1
I was
season, and
borderline
he.
about to
But-
take Odunze over Addison.
And that season was good.
It
That
Oh,
was.
you know, the
solid.
season
I
was the
think he-
season was really good. I'm an Addison
Yeah.
fan. Let me say
But
that
I'm
first.
saying it's
But
still
he has
like,
not proven himself to be a
No.
wide receiver 1.
Also, yeah. He also had a lot of time where Jefferson wasn't there, and his stats still are what they are.
Bro, I'm on the hype train. I think this is the second year boom, bro. This is the second year wide receiver
Okay.
boom.
That's
Like,
fair.
We've seen it with so
Second
many, like
versus-
we've seen it with Jamar Chase, like we've seen it with all of them. Like I think it's
okay, but you can't. Jamal Chase had Joe Burrow. Like,
yeah, but he had competition with T. Higgins too, and he still did good. So
yeah, but that was already like a duo in college too. Like,
I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
Man
I
with
feel like
DJ
it's,
Moore.
but we're
I don't
strictly
think
weapons only.
okay,
Well, I mean, you know,
this guy just happy for
you could be onto
honest.
something. I mean, because Addison was having a phenomenal year until Cousins got injured.
Yeah, so I'm saying like
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
QBs out, like weapon to weapon. I think Addison is better than Moore. Like put them.
I
Like,
still wouldn't
What?
say that. I still wouldn't say
no,
that.
I'll put
I'll say that.
Because if you're
DJ
taking
Moore
quarterbacks out, Justin
closer.
Fields barely got him the ball, and Moore had an insane season.
Also, why are you comparing Keenan Allen with Justin Jefferson? Why not
because
Addison
then again,
with
all the
Keenan?
weapons.
Would it not be Moore and Jefferson?
Yeah.
Moore, I think Moore is
Mo would be
number
Mo
1.
Eagle Jefferson.
Okay, then yeah. So Jefferson better than Moore, and then Keenan
Yeah.
Allen, and then Addison. So I think
that one
is
makes more
close.
sense. I think that one makes more sense for you to take Addison in because Keenan Allen could go back to what he was 2 years ago of being on.
Also, he could just be like breaking.
yeah, that's my
his
bad. I think I
limits.
flipped it. Yeah.
No, you did that shit on purpose. Don't lie, bro.
Like you made a wide throw and then Addison Mo is way too close.
But
So
hey,
then- yeah.
But
Odunze
with
could
the
very
QBs,
have the rookie season that Addison had. No,
Yeah, then that's what I was saying. Dunze, I think, might have the edge over what Hawkinson. So that's 2-1. And I think Aaron Jones is better than D Swift. I mean, clearly.
I mean,
He
that's
had the
fair.
better season last. So that's 3-1.
The line, maybe the Bears have a slightly better line, but it wouldn't be much at all in either
Yeah.
direction. Well, I guess the Vikings have Darisaw. He's hella good, but that's kind of it on the offensive line, right?
And now, I mean, I just think that McCarthy's a winner, and that's what this team needs.
you're
He's a
just happy
winner.
you have another white boy as QB.
Can't say that shit with a straight face, dog.
He's a winner.
He's a
What
winner.
he only has like 3 losses or some shit since high school.
Wait, Jason McCarthy's TikTok Joe Burrow, right?
That shit.
He's the GOAT. He's the
Winner.
GOAT.
He looks like a TikTok boy.
We just need a TikTok Joe Burrow. That's all.
He
we
looks like he mogs people on TikTok.
He
That's
looks like
what
a
we
winner.
need.
Am I right, Aryan?
He looks like a winner.
Bro.
He looks like a winner, bro.
If this guy was a Bronco, you'd be tearing him to shit right now.
No. I've always been on that JJ McCarthy hype train. You know this.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just
Why
'cause
is
every
the
Vikings
false
fan-
pixel that popped up of him holding a rose in his mouth?
I mean,
He's
just
a winner.
He's just a winner. That's what winners do. But
Alright.
yeah,
I mean,
Like,
it's a good pick. It's
A plus.
probably the right pick.
Well,
That's-
I don't even like him. Why am I doing this?
Yeah, well, you just hopped on.
You
the
just
DJ
don't
Moore-
like DJ Mo.
You just hopped on the DJ Moore slander train. It took you here, bro.
I've always
But-
thought JJ McCarthy was mid.
Really?
now
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Well, not mid, but like he never stood out to me. he just looked like I mean he knows what he's doing, but like I
mean,
think like
'cause
the ceiling or whatever is just not there to me.
that's also why there was no debate of Williams #1. All the other
Right.
QBs were like, I mean, they're fine, they'll do good, but it's not like the expectation isn't there.
Yeah. Well, I think if you
Some of
plug
them
them
are
into what the other
expected.
teams, I think this guy wouldn't have been good at all. I think the Michigan team
Even
was
with the
just
Broncos?
no. I meant the college teams. Like
Oh,
I think Michigan carried this dude.
wow. Okay. You just think that system was that good?
Yeah,
It
I
was
don't
that
think
good.
any of the other quarterbacks are expected to make an immediate transition into the NFL. Like they were all taken like knowing that they're going to be developmental, except Caleb Williams. Like they set him up. They want him to be the guy right away.
Yeah.
I think Daniels to an extent, but I think that was just because Washington's obsessed with him. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think that's more so because Washington doesn't have any other options. Not
Yeah,
because he's just ready,
Yeah.
pro ready.
yeah, they just don't have another quarterback on their roster right now. And if they do, it's like Jaron Hall, I think.
You know who they could have gone from the Cowboys?
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, give him his opportunity.
I don't think those teams are ever going to trade, even if it's for a quarterback that didn't even suit up once last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyone else have anything about JJ McCarthy?
I think we all know that he's a winner. That's about it.
Better than Sam
Yeah,
Darnold.
he's a winner.
He's a
but
winner.
Sure thing. Right
He's
after
not a
that,
stud. Winner, no
No,
stud.
he's a winner right now. Wait till he faces any of
Oh,
those.
Joey, please pronounce this name.
I know how to say his name. I'm not gonna say his full first name. I'll say his nickname. But yeah, the Jets took Olu Fashanu with the 11th pick. Really good offensive lineman, third offensive lineman off the board. I mean, obviously they needed offensive lineman help badly, tackle especially. But do we think that they should have taken Bowers instead?
I think they were expected to take Bowers. I don't know. I don't know about this pick.
He's good. I don't have a question about his talent. It's just if Bowers is there, you know what I mean?
Aaron Rodgers got injured on
I
the
mean, because
first
right
play.
now,
That wasn't because he got
No.
sacked. It's because his leg exploded.
who the fuck is Tyler Conklin?
He's
Right.
actually kind of
What do
good.
you mean? He's good.
They gotta
That's
protect
like
Aaron Rodgers,
that's like
man.
their one good lineman they have
That
actually.
one?
Puts that in.
Vikings had
Tyler
him.
Conklin?
Yeah, Tyler Conklin's nice. He's not awesome, but he's good.
He's
He's
on the
the
Vikings.
tight
Aaron would
end.
know.
He's on the Vikings.
Yeah.
He's a Jet, no?
Yeah,
No, he
that's
was. I
what
said he
that's
was
what
on
we're
the
talking
Vikings.
about.
Oh, he was on the Vikings. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the Jets tight end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
did I say tackle? I meant tight end. Yeah, I know who this is. I trust. Yeah, I mean they don't have weapons in general. I mean there was rumors about them trading up to make sure they got a Dunze, and that didn't happen either because they got Garrett Wilson, who's great, obviously, and that's it. You Brees
That's
Hall,
it.
Brees Hall.
you're gonna
Yeah.
throw to him if Garrett Wilson's doubled.
Brees Hall, unless Rogers works his magic with something.
He's
They
40.
got the GOAT, right? They got Alan Lazard. What are you talking about?
Do they still?
go.
I
Alex
mean,
Hall, Garrett Wilson,
did he
Mike
survive?
Williams.
No, they
Is
have
Randall Cobb still there?
I hope
they
they
have the
They
who's their running back? They have a great running back.
do.
Brees
Brees
Hall.
Hall's really nice.
Brees Hall, that's it.
They have Israel Abanikanda.
Who the crap is that?
Great.
I don't. He's
I thought you were about to say a
RB2.
fighter, bro. I was like, what?
Yeah, I thought you were about to say
RB2.
fucking Israel Adesanya for a second.
Yeah,
I was like,
They have Asanya on the team.
Never
I mean,
heard of
this-
that guy,
It's
unfortunately.
not a sexy pick, but they needed a lineman badly.
I mean, because they have him with Tyron Smith.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, play Fashanu at right tackle probably until Smith gets hurt or retires.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
because right tack they have Morgan Moses right now.
Oh, he's not bad either.
So they have good O line.
Yeah, as long as they stay healthy, which has been a huge problem for them.
I mean, because that was the biggest thing with Rogers. He just couldn't sit in a pocket for longer than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, on all 4 snaps played last year. I think that
Even
we need to
in
have a conversation
practice.
about that. It's been 2 Aaron Rodgers has been good. Aaron Rodgers hasn't been good in 2 years. The last
The
season he played,
back-to-back
he was mid,
MVP,
and then
bro.
4 years ago, you're right. And then the last
That's
year he played,
crazy.
he was mid, and then last year he got hurt, and now he's 40.
Nah,
Hey,
he's still
but
got
he
the
went
dog.
on darkness retreat. He's gone through his own medicines. Like, he's good. He has no GMOs running through his body. He is all
Hmm.
natural.
He's the GOAT, man. Still.
I don't know, man. He's
He's the
not
age
Braun.
of some of our dads. What?
He is going to be the Bron of the NFL.
You trust me?
That was
He's the white
Brady,
Ron
man.
Braun.
If anyone plays 21 years in the modern NFL, their brain is gonna melt.
Not if it's Aaron Rodgers, because he heals it
Or
through
it's already
natural
melted.
remedies.
Wait, how many years did Brady play?
More than 21.
Oh,
I think.
Right.
And he's still trying to come back.
Who
Like,
else is
That-
taking ashwagandha, bro? No one. Just Rogers, bro. He's the GOAT. That's the GOAT right there.
he was
Darkness to freedom.
undefeated last year.
No, wait, no, they wasn't. They lost that game. Oh no, they did win that game, didn't they?
Yeah, he's
Ouch.
undefeated last year.
how
Mike,
old
So
is
he's
Joe
undefeated
Flacco?
as a Jet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else is undefeated as a Jet?
You just say how old is Joe Flacco? He's got to be up there too, honestly.
Yeah.
39.
Damn.
Then
Yeah.
if Tom Brady comes back for the one time,
Fucking 47. If Tom Brady comes back,
He's 47.
he will be. I'm
he'll
pretty sure
still be
46
better on
now.
the Broncos.
I think
They
like
could-
there is hope though because of like how quickly he came back from his injury though.
No, I'm not
Is
saying
that hope or is that copium?
I don't know. That means he wants to play though. Like doesn't mean like he's just like
Sure.
sitting around. You know?
Yeah. I'm just
'Cause
questioning like
what else does he do? He hates his family. He doesn't have anything else to do in life besides going on the Pat McAfee podcast.
yeah.
Like,
I'm not trying to dog on him too hard. I'm just saying the expectations shouldn't be that high because he's 40 years old coming off an Achilles injury and hasn't been good in 2 years. He's got the arm. No one's gonna question it's Aaron Rodgers' arm, right? Is he gonna like hold up for a full season? First of all, he's 40. 40-year-olds don't do that anyway. Let alone coming off of like one of the worst injuries you can have, athletic wise. And last time he wasn't that good to begin with.
I mean, I'd say if
Well,
Aaron Rodgers managed to get Devontae Adams to sign with the Jets,
There's
then
no-
the expectations will
There's
have
no
been
way.
down.
Yeah. But,
well,
Not this year.
last
Yeah.
time he played with the Packers, I mean, he didn't have any weapons. They were all rookie wide receivers that
He
had
hated
no
it.
one to learn under. I mean,
Oh no,
you can't
yeah.
blame
Yeah.
that year all on
Oh,
him.
I'm not. He
Jordan
still didn't
Love.
play. He wasn't Aaron Rodgers that year. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not his fault. The coaching wasn't great. The weapons weren't good.
But that's like saying Tom Brady can't be Tom Brady if he doesn't have Rob Gronkowski.
Right. I think he still played worse than he should have
I mean,
given Aaron Rodgers in that
out of
situation.
retirement. He got robbed back out of retirement to win another
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Good.
even
Do you
worse.
think he will
Aaron
win it
Rodgers is
without
fine.
Rob? Probably
No,
not.
obviously not. Rob Gronkowski is the GOAT.
Didn't he catch 2 touchdowns in that Super Bowl?
I think
Yes.
so.
He got at least one.
Bro, Tom
And
Brady is
he
nothing
still
without
wears like
Gronkowski.
5 braces.
Yeah. Not to Bobby's thing, to Ben's thing. That's but yeah, Aaron. I'm not down on Aaron Rodgers. I like Aaron Rodgers. He's good, but I think like he's not a top 5 quarterback, and it's tough
Not
to put him
now.
in the situation he's coming out of.
Yeah.
But he fits perfectly for the Jets, though. It's what this city needs. I mean, that city's so like trash, like doomed, and like football.
What, they just need to have some hope.
Yeah, they need something. Like if it's like this comeback miracle where he comes back from an injury, like I think there would be like
What, you want Aaron Rodgers to come back?
They got
players
rid of
now.
their hope.
I mean,
Zach
Yeah,
Wilson.
okay, yeah. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
They had a lot of
Yeah,
hope last year.
all right. Well, at least he's in good hands to the Broncos. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of the Broncos,
Joey loves that.
12 overall. Denver, with Penix already gone, there was only one quarterback left, and it happened to be the quarterback that Sean Payton fell in love with.
You
And the Broncos took
gotta. And what
And
do you
then-
have to do, Joey?
We have to believe. It's time to believe if we're a Broncos fan, and I am.
Yeah.
So
Because
Sean Payton, yeah.
you're throwing it to Cortland Sutton, Josh Reynolds, Malvin Mims.
Marvin Mims is good. We're
Marvin
talking
Mims
about
good.
second-year receiver booms. Marvin Mims,
I'm with Mims.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying Mims will be fine. Sutton is
Sutton's
always
good.
decent.
unironically, Mims was the best return man in the NFL last year. So he's got like the movement speed and second-year receiver boom. He was a second-year receiver.
Movement speed's crazy.
I meant like fucking quickness. There we go.
He's rotted, bro. Brain rotted.
45 at night, and we were talking about Aaron Rodgers, dog.
And
But
you got to
he's-
remember, Bo Nix is going to be great because he's got the very best to learn under.
They're the same age, by the way.
He's gonna have so many women coming
Wait,
after him.
really?
Zach Wilson's dating way older though, so
Zach
it basically
Wilson
makes
was
him
born-
40 years old.
Zach
Well,
Wilson will teach him all his tricks.
He's got more experience, like clearly.
Way
He's
more
gonna give
experience.
Sawman's mother a Mother's Day present.
I would be very happy if we never talked about Zach Wilson again. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait,
What are you
do
gonna
think-
do if Bo Nix gets out on the first play
Jared
and Zach
Stidham.
Wilson leads him?
You
Leads the
think
Broncos.
Raiders
Zach
gets-
Wilson
gets
is
him?
day one starter. Bo Nix is learning under him.
I'd rather start Jarrett Stidham. They're the same age. They're legitimately born 3 months apart.
Wait, this raid?
So would you have Ben DiNucci stout over Zach Wilson?
You're not saying serious things anymore.
This
But
is
I
a
can't believe they
legitimate
have 5
question.
QBs though. That's crazy.
Only 4 right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's
Are you gonna cut Ben DiNucci?
Probably. Or Zach Wilson, honestly. Or
Then
both.
why would you trade for Wilson if you're gonna cut him?
Clearly, Sean Payton has fun fucking with other teams for no reason. So there's a chance they signed Zach Wilson to make other teams think they didn't want a quarterback. And now that they have a quarterback, they're gonna fucking
But
cut him.
why Zach Wilson of all fucking QBs?
Well, they
Who
got
else?
him for nothing.
Yeah, it cost him nothing. And
They
he's
could have
making
gone Trey Lance for nothing. And
trade
have,
serious. No one's gonna buy that though.
and people
Cowboys
bought
did.
Zach Wilson.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but that's not his fault. That's because the Falcons decided to do something that no one thought they would ever do.
Yeah, I mean it would be more believable if they got Bailey Zappi.
Oh,
I doubt that. But I like Bo Nix as a prospect. I think they just were in a really bad situation here because the rumors that everyone heard was that they were going to try and trade down, specifically with the Eagles, and they take Bo Nix at 22. But because Penix was already gone and the Raiders, who also don't have a quarterback, are right behind you at 13, you can't really risk them getting a quarterback, not only being your division rival, but then you're now stuck with Zach Wilson and Jarrett Stidham because you're hopefully taking Spencer Rattler in round 3 or 4 at that rate. And so this kind of had to be the pick. And Sean Payton went on the Pat McAfee show right after and talked for no shit 30 minutes straight about how much he loves Bo Nix and how much of a fucking genius he is and how fast his processing is, how fast his arm moves when he's getting the ball out quick. So clearly he fell in love with the quarterback. We'll find out if it was like forcing himself to fall in love with the quarterback.
Well,
Or if
I
this-
mean, you know who Bo Nix reminds me of?
You say Drew Brees, I'm going to throw a rock at your house.
He's like Drew Brees.
No, he's not, bro. Just because he throws fast, it doesn't mean he's Drew Brees.
Hopefully
I
his
wanted
arm
to be
doesn't
Drew
give
Brees.
up.
Of course I did. Okay, well, if he
You
plays,
both
so
saying
he's
that
gonna-
yesterday.
I don't remember what I said yesterday. I'll be completely honest. I didn't want this to be the pick because
You
Brock Bowers is right there.
yeah.
I'm
You
super
said
high.
really? You said
Yeah.
please don't say Bo Nix. Please don't say Bo Nix. Please don't say Bo Nix.
Well,
They said
I'm
Bo
a believer
Nix.
now. I'm converted. I'm a believer. But with Bowers being right there, and I'm really high on Latu, who went 15, who was right there. I feel like, especially Bowers, that's like a crucial building block that you're going to need at some point anyway. but you opt to take the 6th quarterback off the board just because you don't really have a choice. And
I mean, because it's either that I'll give the Raiders with a good team a decent QB.
right, and I do see what you're saying, Bobby. Like, yes, he had the highest completion percentage in college football history, but a lot of Oregon's offense was quick slants at the line of scrimmage or just beyond the line of scrimmage. I'm not saying he doesn't have arm talent. He did make some really good throws, but he is 24, so whatever he is now is kind of what you're going to get with a little more mental refinement. So if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. And this is when Brock Bowers was there. This is borderline a waste if he doesn't have it. I think he does have it, or at least I'm trusting that he does have it. I don't. Again, we don't have a choice. You have to believe now. But yeah, it's just a kind of a bad situation for them to have to do that, especially Bowers being right there. That hurts. And I'm interested to hear what you guys think in terms of like, would you have rather taken Bowers and just bitten the bullet, be even worse next year, and then waited like Beck or Ewers, or tried to, or now take your guy now?
Because you don't even want the Broncos to be over 500.
Well, no,
You
because
want them to drag.
I'm real like, yeah, does this suck to lose most games? Of course, but we're not winning the Super Bowl with rookie Bo Nix and 2 notable players on our entire defense. So if we're not going to contend for a Super Bowl, what's the point in pushing for a wild card spot? I know I got caught up in that hype last year. I'm very aware of that. And I regret that now because this is the fucking situation that it left us in. I'll post a fucking screenshot of it on the Instagram page. I was posting Caleb Williams jersey swaps to the Broncos after we lost to the Dolphins by 50. So like, oh, we're the worst team in football. There's no other team except the worst team in football that will give up 70 points. So we're getting Caleb Williams. I can't wait. And then we won 5 games in a row. And now we have Bo Nix. Again, I like Bo Nix.
So how do you feel about Russell Wilson?
I don't want to talk about him either. He needed to be gone. Like, they weren't going anywhere with him, clearly. I know he played better last year. 26 touchdowns. Awesome. I regret that.
No.
But you can't have seen that coming. You could not have possibly seen that coming.
He was so happy.
You were there that day. I was hanging out with you.
I was there that day.
I remember
what
that.
was it? I forgot what we were eating.
We were eating those fucking beach fries and the beach burger. Yeah. And we were like listening to some surfer dudes in the parking lot talking about, hey, Russell Wilson's a Bronco. It's like, yes, he is.
That's right.
And Russell Wilson's a Steeler.
It's
Let's
unlimited.
go. He's competing for a contract against Justin Fields.
That's some competition.
He's not competing. He's not competing.
Who
Hey,
isn't?
Justin Fields.
Mike Tomlin has said they're gonna start off with Wilson and then see if Fields can replace him.
Who?
Mike Tomlin.
You hate that guy, dude.
Who?
Bobby's fuming right now for
The guy who always gets his team to just over 500.
No, I love Mike Tomlin. I'm talking about the quarterback you're talking about.
Bro,
The one who threw
neither
to
of them
the
are
best
good.
wide receiver in NFL history, DJ Moore.
I'm not falling for that, mate.
I think Justin Fields learning under Russell Wilson, like that's a good quarterback duo. If you need Justin Fields to learn under someone, it should be Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but they both have 1 year left on the contracts.
And they're both throwing to George Pickens by himself.
Oh yeah, the receiver situation is awful.
Yeah. So how can you learn if you're throwing to the same single person who's gonna get double coverage? And it's not like Wilson can run.
He can run.
Yeah.
But is it because Justin Fields can run to the
Guys, you aren't seeing the vision. The Pittsburgh Steelers are running 2 quarterback sets. Justin Fields is switching to running back next year.
Taysom Hill now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're going for.
I see it. I see the vision. I see the vision.
Justin Fields is going to be a 2,000-yard rusher next season. That's my hot take.
What do you have against the Steelers?
Fucking Adrian Peterson now? Okay.
No, but Bo Nix, I mean, Bo Nix with Denver Broncos. I think Sean Payton I think he's a really good coach. I was a huge fan of Drew Brees. I think that like if Sean Payton, like he was the one who really turned the team around last season. I think he's gonna be. I think Bo Nix could do good there. I think the Denver Broncos are gonna have a surprising season.
Look, but if Bo Nix does not do good, is he to blame or is the coaching to blame?
I don't think they're gonna do bad. I think they're gonna have a solid season.
But even I see what you're saying though, because like it would be Peyton who gets blamed because you're not going to cut a quarterback after year one unless he's like the worst thing ever. And at that point, Peyton will have had 2 bad seasons, and that's more than one.
No, you blame Russell Wilson.
Yeah, can you
Russell Wilson tells the
$85
Broncos.
million.
really say last season was a bad season? Like it was their
Yeah.
first year. It was Sean Payton's first year. They went on a lose.
Okay.
They were considered the worst team in football for half the season, and then they went on a 5-game win streak and were almost playoff contenders. Is that a
Right,
bad season as a first-year head coach?
Not for him. No, I'm saying overall it was a bad season. They had a losing record. They had the 12th pick, but he was there for it, right? And how many coaches survived being there for 2 bad years now? Not many. And I know Sean Payton is different.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Well, he shouldn't have.
Kingsbury.
That's a bad example. But yeah, I understand that Sean Payton is different, and you have him for 5 years, and it's all on the Walmart money, so it doesn't really matter. But
Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
Barely.
I love Mike McCarthy. He's the greatest coach. I think the Cowboys should keep him forever.
Yeah, this guy's just advertising for every NFC team to keep their
who they
worst
need?
asset.
They need Saban.
Honestly,
They've been enjoying his retirement.
Hey, but would he enjoy retirement with Walmart money now?
He got a shit ton of money, bro. He got paid more than most NFL head coaches, if not all of them.
I think Bill had more than 2 bad
like
years.
he would own a Walmart.
He probably does. What do you say about Belichick?
He also had more than 2 bad years.
Yeah, but it's also Belichick.
Yeah, that's different. He has a history.
He's gone now.
That's like saying, oh, Brady had a few bad years.
He's gone now. I think if he wanted to come back, he could have convinced him to come back. Maybe it would have been hard, but still.
But then again, they probably wouldn't have drafted the QB.
No, it didn't seem like Belichick was a huge fan of Drake May.
No, they would have drafted
maybe JJ or Harrison, honestly.
Who else had? No, I think this was his second bad pick. He got booted.
Who, Belichick?
No. What's his name? The Chargers guy.
Oh God. No, yeah, the Chargers head coach. Yeah.
No, it was 3 years. I swear it was 3 bad years.
What? Well, okay, 2 years ago is when he cost them the chance at the playoffs with that whole Raiders game thing.
Yeah.
Or what's his name?
Okay.
Brandon Staley.
Brandon Staley.
Brandon Staley, yeah. Staley.
No, you're right. Notably holding my GOAT Justin Herbert back.
The defensive mastermind.
Okay.
Yeah, how bad was the defense last year?
I think they were the worst ranked defense last year.
It was pretty bad, dude.
They're awful.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, just we forgot this, but quick go around. Would you have taken Nix or would you have taken Bowers if you were the Broncos?
Bo Nix, that Chief Slayer himself.
Okay, dude, I saw that today too.
I mean, he's the GOAT. He's a winner.
Future Chief Slayer Bo Nix, man.
But he's gonna make Jerry Jeudy a superstar.
I would have taken Nix.
Browns.
Oh shit! I forgot. I forgot.
I like the tanking rebuild. I'm taking Bowers.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a risk, but like that guy's such a known, like that guy's gonna be good. It's tough, man. Like he's such a great blocker and he's such a good route runner. He's so athletic too for how huge he is. He seems can't miss. And now he's not only not on the Broncos, he's on the Raiders, which hurts more even. But yeah, I imagine we all love the Raiders picking him at 13.
No,
I don't know.
considering those almost no ready to go QBs.
Did they not?
Yeah,
Did they not try to trade up?
I think they
they
did.
did.
I
They
just
tried.
think they couldn't.
They
They
could.
did for. They probably did for Jaden Daniels too.
They couldn't trade up for the Jets.
Antonio.
Oh, he's gone.
It's all the Falcons' fault, bro. It's always
It is
the
all the Falcons' fault. It is.
It
It
messed
is for
everything
sure.
up.
It really
did.
is.
They for sure did.
They did it for spite. I now believe they did it for spite. The more we talk about it, like
Just to fuck over everyone else.
yeah, like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
To even
maybe.
F over Kirk Cousins and Penix. Yeah, what a move, bro.
They just did it out of hate. This isn't a good move for anybody. Literally, no one's happy about this.
No, not the fans, not a single person.
Do you guys see the clip of that Twitter space of Falcons fans reacting to the pick? And one guy's just fucking screaming.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see that.
It's so fucking funny. But yeah, so that's all the quarterbacks. 6 quarterbacks went in the top 12 picks. 6 quarterbacks have only gone in the first round once before, and it was the fucking John Elway, Jim Kelly, and Dan Marino year.
That's
Let
crazy.
alone the top 12 has never even come close to happening.
I mean, there's all 20 offensive players in this one alone.
Yeah, 23 out of 32 in the first round were offensive players. Also a record by a lot. I think the record was like 19 before. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of talk, and I know I've used to bring this shit up all the time about how this year's quarterback class specifically was going to be stacked and like generational levels. And then yeah, 6 of the top 12 were all quarterbacks. Granted, no quarterbacks went in round 2 or 3. But 6 of the first 12 was pretty ridiculous. I imagine. Okay, let's do this real quick. Not including Caleb Williams, because that's too easy. Who do you guys think is most likely to be the best out of the 5, not including Caleb, and who's the worst?
For like their careers or the season?
Let's go careers. Let's go careers.
Besides Caleb Williams,
Bo Nix.
Uh-huh.
For both.
is the worst, right? Is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Man, I just don't see. I don't see any of these guys. Maybe Michael Penix. It's either Michael Penix or Bo Nix because I don't see anybody else being the guy at the franchises that they're at.
Oh wow.
I think Patriots have a better chance of going off Drake May.
Yeah,
But
I mean Washington is just a dumpster fire. There's no way
Washington
Jaden Daniels is good unless he gets traded.
Jamie doesn't like that.
the Broncos will end up becoming the new Browns.
But I think potential-wise, Jaden Daniels, right? I mean, he has the most potential. I'm like,
Yeah, he just has to get traded out of Washington. Then he has a
Yeah.
chance.
I think Drake May
Washington.
by far over Jaden Daniels. I'm not gonna lie. Like I genuinely, he was really close to Caleb Williams for me.
damn,
Yeah,
you're Drake May stan. That's crazy.
I think Drake May.
Ryan, you're not
Good.
gonna defend your boy?
Okay,
Even
he's
his
okay.
face looks like just.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
I might
winners.
go with him. I
Who?
was
We're
hating
talking
on
about
him, but
potential, but like, yeah,
McCarthy's
on
in
him?
a good spot.
Oh, they
prove
have
me wrong.
Jacoby Brissett
Do it.
as a starter
Do
this
it.
season.
Oh, the Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he can learn under a solid veteran.
JJ McCarthy, prove me wrong, please.
he's gonna.
AJ McCarthy can learn under Sam Darnold.
Okay, no.
Sam Darnold.
Hey, Sam Darnold
he's a
looks good
veteran.
last year.
Yeah, but Sam Darnold is not a winner, bro.
Yeah,
When
but
he
he
played
was.
last year for
was.
the Niners, he looked really good.
He won. Did Sam Darnold not win the Pac-12 championship?
how long ago?
Ages.
He's down the
But
line.
he's a
Jalen
That was
white
McCarthy.
still
winner.
when the Pac-12 was a thing,
Yeah.
right?
That just ended.
Yeah.
Hang on. Did he actually win this, or does this one Stanford kick their ass? It's
Sort
not
of
loading.
like it.
Awesome.
And you're not loading.
Sam
But-
Darnold done anything
He has.
as a starting QB.
in the NFL?
Sam
Yes.
Donald.
Give
The
passes
Pac-12
to Christian
championship. Sam-
McCaffrey.
Yeah. Little shovel
He
passes.
I
passed
forgot
it.
about that.
He
Oh,
passed it Brandon Ayuk once.
We take those.
I forgot this was a Panther. I'm not gonna lie.
This dude forgot.
Forgot about that whole era. I just remember him as a Jet, and then that's it. Honestly,
And seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, damn.
rip.
Did we
That's
That's
unfortunate.
just
crazy.
lose the host?
Why is Ben the host?
Crazy.
Is it random?
I think so, yeah.
I am not the host.
Oh,
All right, so it's time to just trash the Broncos now, right?
Okay, so
guys?
the
Yeah.
Bronco is absolute trash. They're not gonna go above 12 wins.
No, like off the Bo Nix copium, I think he's trash. I
Yeah,
think-
all that
Don't-
stuff I was saying about Sean Payton is totally true. I totally believe that they're gonna do great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Payton is one of the greatest coaches to exist. Like he
Hey,
can
whoa, whoa, whoa,
outcoach
whoa.
Belichick.
League.
Nick Saban
Hello?
wishes he could be like
Hey.
Peyton.
Can you guys hear me now?
Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, welcome.
Joey
We're
was
just talking about how
DMing
much
me
we love the
saying
Broncos.
how he wants Sean Payton's kids. Like,
Stop talking. Oh, yeah, Eli, we're gonna have to use yours because mine stopped recording. Thank you for that idea. I'd have been fucking- I'd have been fucking heated if that happened. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. So
Anyway, so yeah, the quarter. Anyone have anything else to say about the quarterbacks?
Believe.
JJ McCarthy proved me wrong.
Believe.
McCarthy the GOAT.
Trey
No,
Lance
it's
needs his
believe
shot.
time, I fear.
Make Michigan proud.
Yeah.
Even though you went
I
to
think-
literally a division rival.
Yeah,
so-
division
and-
rival.
I
love
mean,
him.
that's on Jim Harbaugh.
Don't do that. Okay.
Harbaugh could have gotten him.
No, he could not have.
Yes, he could.
No one is taking Justin. Or it's so hard to trade Herbert, and Herbert's also like a top 4 quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, that's why you have him under him to learn from Harbaugh.
Herbert's contract is 5 years.
Do you think the players care?
This is an unserious conversation.
Yeah, but if you're gonna rebuild, commit to it. Do a full rebuild.
But if Herbert makes it out like sane, mentally sane, I would be surprised.
Oh no.
Like,
Harbaugh is gonna end up on the news after like touching the facility to the ground.
yeah.
Like-
Torching the fucking last 20 Chargers fans left in the world.
Yeah. Like he's gonna rig the firewalls to go into the field.
Like he's toughing it out physically, but his mental is gone, bro.
Oh, his mental is
gotta
already
be.
boomed.
Nah, he's done, bro. He's cooked.
Yeah.
Unless they get Ayuk right now.
No.
Yeah,
He's like
praying for
NA
that.
league.
Exactly.
Honestly,
His
They have a better
mental's
chance.
gone.
They
He
have a better
just
chance.
shows up.
Jefferson, honestly, man. And even that's not
Jefferson.
good. I mean, because if Jefferson's not going to ask out now, they need to like not have an offseason where they're in financial dog shit.
Dude, with that
Jefferson loves
QB,
JJ
Jefferson, yeah,
McCarthy.
Jefferson will never leave
Does
that
he?
team. Dude, he loves McCarthy, bro. That's a great fit.
You don't know that.
Jefferson?
Dude, he's like, God bless this team, bro. We found our next Kirk
No.
Cousins.
If a
Did he
team
like Kirk
offers
Cousins?
him,
Let's be fucking honest here.
He loves Kirk. You know, he loved Kirk, all right? Like,
I mean,
he
Kirk
liked
Cousins
last
was
year's
just
Kirk.
beloved.
How many years ago? It can't be more than 2. Was that clip of him yelling, "God damn it, Kirk," when he got overthrown in the end zone?
yeah, but that was just like one like small mistake.
was-
Stomping the ground, bro.
No, Kirk
Hey,
has
that
literally
was-
made him, bro. Like all these yards,
I mean,
like, breaking all these records, bro. Come on.
if Patrick
Go ahead,
Mahomes
Kirk.
can have a disagreement with his best friend and rival, Kadarius Toney, Justin Jefferson can have a disagreement with Kirk Cousins.
And now
No
Kirk
one else
Cousins
could have
is
done it.
talking
No one
about-
else could have done that.
You're insane.
Do you think Tom Brady could have done that?
JJ
No.
McCarthy
Okay.
can do that.
JJ McCarthy can do that.
This guy's coping, dude.
Nah.
Hey, What are you going to do if
Believe is a
McCarthy
coach.
already has a chainmate?
Believe is a coat. Ouch.
Well, leave as a coat, bro.
Bo Leave is a cope.
Bo
Believe is a
Leave and
coach.
Peyton.
No, okay. Justin Jefferson is going to see like 3 games of JJ McCarthy, and he's getting traded at the fucking deadline, buddy.
No, he's gonna see 3 games of 200 yards. Right
He's
there.
a fucking Bengal by Christmas, I fear.
No, he's not. He's not a Bengal by Christmas, bro.
He's a Dolphin.
But
Oh,
can we
God,
talk
no.
about like how stacked is that division though? Like Packers.
No, for real, dude. Like,
Lions.
there's no team that's unserious. They all now have quarterbacks. They all have, except for the Packers, solid weapons. They all have. Packers have a great defense. They have a better
Packers
line now.
never felt
Lions
at
run that league. What can I say?
I mean,
Lions?
yeah.
Vikings run this league, bro.
Lions run that league.
Vikings.
Vikings run this league.
Started
No.
Josh Dobbs last year, dude.
The
Hey,
astronaut. Wait, don't
Astronaut
disrespect the
went off
astronaut.
though.
He
In
went off for
Minnesota?
those first 2 games.
In Minnesota?
Yeah, the first
I
2
mean-
games in Minnesota, he went off.
Just like every
think-
replacement QB, they went off for 2 games and then either got injured or got shown up.
But the Lions are under pressure though. I mean, they got hella
It's
competition.
Yeah, they
Dan
are.
Campbell. He'll go for it no matter what.
But I think
And
the competition
they-
is stacked now though, for sure. On the
It
line.
really is. And they recognize that. They traded up to 24 and took Terry and Arnold. He was the second corner off the board. A lot of people have him at corner 1. And that secondary was their biggest problem last year. And
And
he's
they got
really
another
good.
good one.
They did
after
today. Yeah. What was
Oh,
it? Let
yeah,
me check.
with Brian Branch.
Brian Branch, second year Brian Branch. Yeah, I assume he's gonna
Yeah.
be playing nickel.
Mm.
I mean, either way. Lions. Today, the line. Oh, no, here. The Lions took. Oh, and it's Rakestraw. That was the other guy they took from Missouri. So they took 2 corners already. So yeah, they're looking better. The Packers had an awesome pick in that, right, Arian?
Next question.
Jordan Morgan over anyone, honestly. Like, could they not have even used a receiver?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that situation. Like that was horrific. Like the Packers are. There's something
Oh, but I'm coping.
redacted.
They got the QB and then
Yeah, I mean, it's such a Packers pick. It's just like a random,
it's-
like you
yeah.
said before. It's a random motherfucker. It's
Yeah.
just like he's good, but I don't think most people thought he'd be a first rounder. But,
he
yeah.
thought.
The Vikings though traded up again in the first round
Wow.
from 23 to 17 and took Dallas Turner.
So
He
now,
was-
okay, sorry, there you go.
He was the 3rd defensive player off the board and 2nd edge rusher behind Leatu Latu.
That's the best pick, I think. That is definitely the best pick.
I mean,
Ryan
yeah,
Went from molding
Huh?
yeah.
something else.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. I mean, like best edge rusher. They lost Hunter, so they needed someone, and they filled that position. So I mean, what can I say? That was really good.
No, for real.
Right.
There was a lot of hype with him
Yeah.
at 8 before the Penix shit came out. A lot of people assumed that the Falcons would take Dallas Turner at 8, and then he falls all the way to 17, so they get up and get their guy.
No, that was great by the Vikings. I think this was a very good draft, surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, yeah. I did not
mean,
expect this.
Yeah, when those initial rumors were they're gonna trade 11 and 23 to get up to 5 or 6 and take JJ, and now you get JJ anyway, and you get Dallas Turner also. Yeah, it's gotta
Yeah.
feel pretty.
I always like hope for the worst for the Packers and the Vikings, or like I always like think the worst is gonna happen.
Hope for the worst is
Hope for
crazy.
the worst. I'm cooked, right? I'm
Joe,
I
cooked.
always hope my teams
masochist.
fucking suck, so I have something to bitch about.
Yeah, I mean, he does that for fantasy anyways.
That's because the team does suck.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, the first defensive player off the board 2 picks before that was Leatu Latu to the Colts, which I think is another steal. That guy's really fucking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That division is also stacked with the Texans trading for Stephon Diggs. That was the
That
team we
is.
named, right? We didn't name the Texans as a better receiving core than the Bears, but they absolutely are. Diggs, Nico,
I think it
Dell.
depends on how Tank Dell is healthy.
That's fair. And what Diggs does in a walk year.
And then Nico
Yeah.
Collins,
So-
right? That's the third.
Yeah, Nico was their
Nicky
best
Collins saw his. Did Dell have his leg like in 2?
He had something happen to him, yeah, but their receiving room is good, and they really didn't really need any picks. But yeah, they're a great team. The Colts get better. Anthony Richardson hopefully plays the full season this year. Their defense gets better. Uh, I think they could have used a receiver. Actually, oh no, they took Adam Mitchell at 52, right?
Tank Dell had a fractured tib fibula.
Yeah.
It's just
But
the
yeah,
Titans.
Colts
Then
look
you gotta think about it.
Yeah,
honestly
the
though,
Colts got AD.
yeah, the Colts got Mitchell, so their receiving room is good with him and Pittman. And honestly, dude, the Titans,
Well, who's their
I know
third receiver? They have a good third receiver too, right?
Alec
Last
Pierce.
last
Yeah,
season he did really good.
Pierce is pretty good, right?
Pierce is solid. He's a good slot receiver.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Honestly, even the Titans, like if Will Levis can step up at all, you have Ridley and Hopkins and whatever Pollard gives you with what's their other running back's name?
JT.
Oh,
Huh?
Ty isn't it Tyjon?
I
Oh,
He-
Tajay
Tyjae Spears,
Spears.
right?
Yeah,
Spears,
yeah,
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 Spears,
yeah.
yeah.
Spears, yeah. Spears and Pollard is a nice duo. They take Latham to boost that lineup. Their offense can be good, man, and their defense always finds a way to be not awful.
Mhm.
And then it's the Jaguars, who really fell apart last year compared to their
No.
expectations. And then they
The draft.
lost. They drafted a receiver. So not only did they sign Gabe Davis to replace the Calvin Ridley void, which honestly isn't that big based on how he played last year, but they did also
Calverly had pop-offs.
Calvin
but-
Ridley was good in a real life perspective. We just remember him from how crap he was in fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Once in 4 game, boom.
Yeah.
No, he would pop off. He would go dog shit. Okay, so he went from starting to flex to okay, put him on bench, pop off on bench, make him back to starting, and then do dog shit.
Mhm.
And just repeat that cycle.
Yeah. But they did draft Brian Thomas Jr., the fourth receiver off the board. So 3 go in the top 10, and then the fourth one doesn't go until 23. I still think he's really good. That's a pretty damn good pick for them, even though they needed corner, and they were right there. They were in between Quinyon Mitchell going at 22 and Arnold going 24.
He got one in the 3rd round, right?
I think so. Yeah, but either way, Thomas is good. They needed a playmaker, and they got one to keep up in that division. Thomas needs to be good, and I think he will be. But yeah, let's move up one pick. Bobby, you want to talk about Quinyon Mitchell at all?
Oh my gosh, dude. Quinyon Mitchell falling to the Eagles. I thought they were gonna have to trade up, getting the best corner in the draft at pick 22. Probably in part thanks to the Falcons for screwing up everyone's board. The
Falcons just
Eagles
fucked everything.
the Eagles' biggest problem last season, besides the coaching, was the secondary. We fixed the coaching in the offseason. We got 2 fantastic coordinators coming in, and now we have not one, but 2 rookie corners that are arguably the top 2 corners in the entire draft. Quinyon Mitchell was the best corner coming into it, and DeJean was arguably number 2. He was a first round grade. They got him in the 2nd round, like middle of the 2nd round. I mean, the Eagles defense is going to be insane next season.
Yeah, you get another year of development out of all those fucking Georgia guys on the defensive line too.
Hey, it's like a repeat of last season. Like somehow defensive players are just falling to the Eagles, and they should be stacked now because of it.
Yeah, after
Now
that, there
it's
was a
up
little
to
bit
the
of
offense.
I mean that both their receivers got paid now. Devontae Smith or no,
And
Devontae signed his
Saquon Barkley is the running back.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yeah,
about
I
that.
forgot
Yeah,
about
but I'm just saying, will the offense be changed enough? Because even halfway through last year, the offense got found out and just picked apart.
Well, we have Kellen Moore, so I think our offense is going to be as predictable as any in the entire league. I was like, Kellen Moore, as offensive coordinator. He was the guy who made Dak Prescott look like he was a good quarterback. So
Yeah.
That is true.
so
Wait, he is
I have
not
high
a
hopes
good
for the Eagles offense.
Justin Herbert.
Where's the Dak slander
Yeah.
coming from? Damn,
Yeah.
he's the
He
goat.
slandered every other team in that division already. He needs to
The
get one.
cow is
Cowboys.
Phil
I
Yale.
mean, you don't have to roast the Cowboys because they roast themselves every
Cowboys are
single
going
season
all in.
over and over and over again. It's the joke that never ends. It's amazing.
This might be the year, though. This might be
Yeah,
the.
it's Phil Yale. Jerry Jones is going all in.
That could be it.
All in.
Watch out for Tyler Guyton, bro. But yeah, do you think the Eagles' offensive line is going to hold up? Obviously, they lost Jason Kelsey and they lost another offensive tackle too, right?
No, it was just Lane Johnson's on his way out. Like they have old guys at the line, but there's a lot of investment in it. So like they're moving the guard over to be center. So it's gonna be the offensive line is still gonna be solid.
Do you
They
think
gotta
the
replace the
tush
tackle,
push-
but they'll be good. They'll be really good still.
will the
The
tush
trenches
push
are
be
always.
as effective?
Well, what?
The tush push. Brotherly serve.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the secrets of the tush push are
Even without
the
Jason Kelsey
brotherly
moving the
shove.
ball a 4 yard up.
The secrets of the tush push is not a real sentence, brother.
Dude, if you see,
I
that's
mean,
coming
they
from a
do
true
have
non-Eagles fan right there.
Saquon squads.
Bro, Jalen Hurts out squats Saquon Barkley. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
But
Bobby's rubbing his hands.
he also
at
doesn't have
Oh.
emotion.
I know he's
You can
rubbing
tell-
his hands on the table, bro.
You can tell this guy's kicking his feet all
He's
giddy
sick.
right now, dude.
Bro, just read the name. Eagles to the Super Bowl next season. Vic
Yeah, I don't
Fangio,
know if that shows
defensive
up on the recording.
coordinator. Like, you get two young quarterbacks in the dude. Every defense in the entire NFL is using the Fangio 6. Like, this dude has a whole coverage named after him, and he's the defensive coordinator. He's not a head coach. He should be. He should be a head coach somewhere, but his family's in Philadelphia, so we get him as a coordinator for nothing.
I think this is a whole lot of copium just to lose to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Bro, nobody loses to the Cowboys except the Cowboys.
What if you get beat out of the playoffs by the Cowboys somehow?
Yes.
When
CD Lamb, torch him.
See,
pigs fly,
Dak
pigs
Prescott
fly.
goes for 5 touchdowns on your head.
Yeah.
You know, with how much Jerry Jones has really gone all in, I can truly see that happening.
Hey, they
Dak
got Zeke
Prescott
back.
has a 99-yard rush.
Did they get Zeke back?
They got Zeke back yesterday or today, I think. But yeah, Zeke is back.
I missed that one.
We're gonna slide
Oh,
Jerry
it's pretty
Jones in at tight end. My goat.
Yeah.
DeJean who? Terry on who? CD Lamb coming.
Yeah. Didn't even have Terry.
Oh, my fault. I meant the other guy.
Mitchell.
My fault.
I mean, you can't even triple cover CeeDee Lamb. Because then Dak Prescott will just run the ball.
Yeah. True.
Or well,
After-
Zeke. Wait, is Zeke's back? They just got their center. They don't need to draft a center anymore.
Jesus Christ.
That's why they brought him back.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I forget about that shit, dude. That's crazy.
I love the Cowboys. I hope they never change.
They won't.
Yeah,
Jerry
doesn't seem like-
Jones has the fountain of immortality in this
I think so.
offense.
I hope so.
Like, I think he's been around twice as long as the league has.
At least.
McCaffrey.
Oh
Aren't
yeah,
you
Christian
scared, though?
McCaffrey's brother got drafted to Washington.
Luke?
Yeah,
That's his brother?
yeah.
That's fine.
There's a lot of them.
Now,
dude's
watch
been in college
Washington
forever.
actually pop off. The McCaffrey
Yeah,
bloodline.
yeah. Like they had what, like 6 picks in the top 100 or something stupid like that. If
Yeah,
not more.
because the
Washington, so
fucking
they
dog
loaded up.
shit.
Yeah, and they got Johnny Newton as one of them. Johnny Newton somehow fell to like the mid-second round when he was projected to be like top 15, maybe.
Okay,
That's a great pick,
everyone
I think.
panicked because the Falcons are idiots.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's where it stems from. But another thing I wanted to talk about was after those corners, there was a little run. There was 2 offensive linemen went, and then Darius Robinson to the Cardinals. But then the Bills were on the clock at 28, and they traded down to the Chiefs, and the Chiefs took the guy that everyone thought they would take. They took Xavier Worthy, who ran the fastest 40 time ever.
I mean,
Oh,
they
you
have
did.
And I know
two guys who just run fast. They have Rossi Rice, who is actually a decent receiver.
Oh, I know.
Now he
Well,
actually
he's
has
running
tail
fast, bro.
time too. They
That
just
guy's
run
speedy in
downfield.
many ways.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
very
that guy's
speedy.
maybe not
They
for
have
this year.
Isaiah
but-
Pacheco, who runs like he is stepping on fucking bugs. Like
Yeah, the Chiefs.
they
We
still
didn't
have
even mention the
Travis
Chiefs wide
Kelce,
receiver room
Taylor Swift's
earlier.
boyfriend.
Yeah, I know Arian had something to say about the whole Chiefs Bills thing.
It's actually like insane, like how mentally damaged you can be to give a team that wants a fast wide receiver, and you can't get past this team for years, and you just give it to them. Like,
Bro,
what
the
is this
Bills
man?
have given up.
The Bills need a wide receiver too.
They do, and they
Bills
ended up
don't
taking.
have anything.
Couldn't they have just taken Xavier Worthy then? Like,
They could clearly they didn't like him as much as they would have.
Yeah.
But like,
They
isn't
always
he like a
too
perfect fit for
fast.
Josh Allen? Like, I feel like he's.
Oh yeah.
I
I mean,
think the
Josh Allen
Bills-
just slings it downfield.
I think the Bills
Yeah.
need more of like a complete receiver, and they
Yeah.
probably didn't think Worthy was that. Where the Chiefs can kind of afford to just take a speed threat only if he is only going to be that because they trust Rice to develop more when he gets over whatever suspension he gets.
Because he's better than Tony.
Well, I mean, if he gets
Everyone is.
arrested, that could be over a year.
He's already confirmed he's getting at least multiple
No,
games.
because he
Since I
sped
met him.
and then, but they found, I think it was 10 grams, 10 milligrams of marijuana.
Well, no, he's also being charged with
Yeah.
like assault. Like he could face a year at least. He could
He's
face
not getting assault.
yeah.
Yeah,
For what?
Well, it's not direct assault. It's
the usual.
yeah. No, but because it became a multi-car incident, there was like 10 people injured.
Hmm.
I mean,
Stupid.
it depends how much money the Chiefs are gonna give him for defense.
Yeah, if they could settle,
Or if Taylor Swift gets involved.
but we'll see.
All right. But yeah, worthy to the Chiefs. I mean, it's the fastest motherfucker to ever.
Yes.
He's gone.
The fastest
yeah.
motherfucker to ever
Run the combine.
run the combine. Because he has under 440, right?
Yeah,
It was 4.21 or something.
4-2-1.
yeah, that's
And
crazy.
then who else? Someone else on Chiefs side under 440.
Speed.
Okay.
They're drafting speed now.
I
Well,
don't
they
know,
have
I feel
Hollywood
like the Bills got
Brown.
it on me.
They have
For
Hollywood
1
Brown
year,
as
they
the
have Hollywood
one.
Brown.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I mean,
direct.
I
quote-
forgot that Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah,
direct
nothing
quote
scary.
from Arian last night. Andy Reid gonna make that motherfucker a superstar.
I mean, yeah.
That's-
If the Chiefs
know.
don't go back to back, there was something wrong with the Chiefs now.
If the Chiefs
They've
3-peat,
gone back to back.
dude, I
Like,
want to
no,
see the
now
Bills
to
GM.
this.
I want to see him.
How's there something wrong? I mean, the league is so competitive.
yeah, 3
Yeah,
in a
no,
row.
I'm saying if they manage to win with Rossi Rice as the only receiver, and now they have Hollywood and Xavier on top of him.
Yeah, the Chiefs are scary this year.
Yeah,
Dude,
like
yeah.
if they don't do this, then something is happening internally.
bro. But if they do
Or they just
3-peat, though,
lose.
that new Bills stadium is getting burned down, like 100%.
Oh no, the Bills Stadium is getting bound down regardless.
Like
All right,
that thing is getting torched.
Who in the AFC do you think can beat the Chiefs?
Well, they're the best team in the AFC, so I wouldn't guess
Yeah.
anyone to beat them, but someone could.
I mean, come on, like Bo Nix.
Yeah, Bo Lee, kid. They're not even
Bo
winning the
Lee.
division. The
That's
Chiefs
the
Slayer
Chiefs
has
player
arrived.
right there. Yeah.
I mean,
The
the
This year, this
Texans
season.
essentially,
might
dude.
be able to give them a run.
Oh,
The
Texas
Ravens
will
is
be.
still
Yeah,
there.
Houston. The
Depending
Ravens are always
on the
good.
Bengals.
Well, the Ravens were the better team last year. They should have beat them.
I mean, the Ravens
They should have.
also didn't
And
play
you
Well,
that
right.
assume they're
great.
So
going to be right
like,
back.
so that's an argument, no? Like the better team doesn't always win.
And they got better.
But the Ravens, they also
Yeah. And the Ravens got better. They
Lamar
got Nick
didn't
Wiggins.
run anything.
Crazy.
Like,
Yeah,
why
and
was
they got
Lamar
Derrick
staying in the
Henry.
pocket?
Yeah. The Ravens got better. They got Derrick Henry and a great corner in this draft. You have to imagine someone comes out of the East and is solid. It's not the Bills, probably. It's not the Dolphins
the Bills.
either. Maybe
It's not
Aaron
the
Rodgers is magic.
Because you have Ravens, Bengals, Texans.
Bengals, I don't know, man.
No, I think Bengals. Yeah,
Bengals-
I like Joe Burrow. Come on.
If
Oh,
Joe
Bengals,
Burrow
their
retires,
offensive line, 6'7" average offensive line height. Like that's crazy.
I mean, yeah, but look at what that did. I mean, they did draft a lineman. They drafted a really good lineman
A
too.
6'8" lineman.
Yeah, that guy's crazy. He's very inexperienced. He has a super high ceiling, but putting him out there like week 1 is going to be tough. And if he fucks up, look what happened last year, week 1. Burrow busted his ankle, was terrible for 4 weeks, and then had to sit because he was so bad. And then they missed the playoffs.
that now if Burrow's healthy, if the wide receiver room stays,
It's scary. A healthy
Yeah,
Burrow is
It's
scary.
scary. For sure. If he's healthy, then he'll be the second best quarterback in that conference just because Herbert has no one to throw to, and neither does Allen.
Well,
Well,
I
to
think
be okay.
Burrow's the better quarterback. Herbert hasn't proven that he can make it to the make it in the playoffs.
I mean, easily. I think
I've been on this for years, but I don't want to get into that more now. But yeah. I mean, right after that, Xavier Legette was the next receiver. He went at 32 to the Panthers because the Bills traded back again to 33 and ended up getting Keon Coleman at 33.
You missed receiver.
Who? After Worthy?
No.
Pearsall to the Niners.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, we
yeah,
talked
Pearsall went. We were talking about Pearsall though.
I mean, he's another route runner for the Niners.
Well, yeah,
It
Coleman.
depends on
Get it.
what fucking
That's the
Patriot
thing. As of
bullshit
right now, it
happens.
doesn't.
They should have got DeJean. What the fuck?
That's the thing is at the moment, like as of right now, it doesn't seem like either Debo or Ayuk will get traded. But then what the Pearsall pick doesn't make that much sense, especially
Exactly.
when you could have gotten Newton to like beef up that line. You could have gotten any of these DBs. And honestly, I don't even think Pearsall was the best corner unless you're looking for a purely slot guy. But then that takes away some of Debo's snaps, not much of them, obviously.
Nah,
Yeah,
they'll just
Pearsall was a
rest
weird pick.
McCaffrey, have Debo be running back, and then
Pearsall is just a weird pick in general. But yeah,
But
he
I mean,
can't slide though. Oh wait, sorry.
they
He's
picked
fine.
Debo and Ayuk. Like they drafted Debo and Ayuk, and they weren't. Debo wasn't first rounder, right?
No, they were both second rounds at least, if not third.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, I thought in that viewpoint, you got to trust that the Niners know how to pick wide receivers. But just on the outside, it looks like a weird pick.
It does.
Yeah.
Especially, it's not even the fact that they took him. It's the fact that Coleman was still there, McConkey was still there, Jalen Polk was still there, Adeline Mitchell was still there. That's what I was talking
Joey
about
One
earlier.
was literally like what top 3 third wide receiver last year.
Who?
Jennings. He was good too. I don't
That's
get the
true, yeah.
receiver.
I don't
Oh,
think
true,
they
yeah.
would have been terribly mad at Jennings being their wide receiver 3 going in the next year with how much Kittle plays into the offense and how much McCaffrey is a receiving
Well,
threat.
it depends on if Kittle actually wants to play ball that day, or if he just wants to face mask someone.
I mean, I think that helps them when he blocks as good as he does.
Yes, but it depends what he feels like doing. He's either gonna be WWE or be a tight end.
Yeah, they win fantasy every time.
For sure. But yeah, Coleman is a Bill. He's presumably their wide receiver 1.
It has to be.
Same
I
with
mean,
don't
who
have-
else?
Who else do they have?
Yeah. Same with McConkey on the Chargers. Both of those guys are their number 1 targets for their elite quarterbacks right away. So good for them, obviously. Coleman has a lot of upside. He's big. He's a big, not necessarily a jump ball guy. But he can get some good separation, but I remember very early in the process, he was the consensus wide receiver 4 behind the big 3. And clearly he fell quite a bit after that. And McConkey was like more of a riser, a sleeper type guy. And they both go here. I think it's good picks. Both those teams obviously needed receivers very badly. And I think it ended up being a pretty good draft for the Chargers. You get an elite offensive tackle prospect and then a pretty good receiver. That the offense should be good with how good Herbert is, with how good of a coach Harbaugh is. The line is really good now because you have Rashawn Slater on one side and Joe Alt on the other. Like those are fucking maulers in the trench. And then the next receiver was Jalen Polk went to the Patriots, so that's another one. Drake May gets also presumably his wide receiver 1 unless Juju steps up. Or yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or I guess Kendrick Bourne could have his games.
Oh,
Jalen
TikTok.
Polk, we talked about
Kendrick
him a little bit
Bourne.
earlier, right? And then Cooper DeJean, talked about him. Kool-Aid McKinstry went to the Saints. That was a good pick for them. Kamari Lassiter, a really high ceiling corner, went to Houston. So just another good move for them this offseason. There's not too much else that happened because we did talk about Adonai Mitchell.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Yeah, he's good. He's going to be good for the Saints, I think. Are there anything like super notable happened in the 3rd round outside of McCaffrey's brother being taken?
Yeah, I don't think anything was surprise. Oh,
maybe Cowboys.
Who'd they take?
Cooper Beebe. Baby.
Oh yeah. Oh, Marshawn.
O-line.
The Packers took another running back. Holy shit! In the 3rd, Marshawn Lloyd. He was the USC's running back. I didn't even notice that.
Okay.
I thought
Riddle's got
the
play.
Cardinals took a tight end. Didn't they have like the best rookie tight end last year?
The Cardinals took a tight end too? Oh shit.
Yeah,
I saw the Commander. Yeah, they took Tip
82. I thought that was weird.
Oh. They also took a running back.
Bengals got
So-
Jermaine.
The Cardinals took a running back, a receiver, and a tight end in the first 3 rounds.
That's so
When-
strange.
Their offensive line and their defense aren't very good.
Yeah, I mean, and they have. I mean, the running back pick's not bad because James Conner's old.
Yeah, and Benson's nice.
The tight end pick is weird though because the rookie tight end last year did fantastic.
Trey
He had a
McBride.
great.
Yeah.
year.
To be fair, they did also take Max Melton at 43. I forgot
Yeah,
about
Trey
that.
McBride. That's it. They took one
They had
one
the-
offensive tackle.
They took a corner. They took Max Melton at 43 overall, and then
And they took
the running back.
Elijah Jones at 90.
They have
So you-
5 picks.
Yeah, they had a
Holy
lot of picks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. Shit, they had 3 third rounders. They took 2 corners, a tight end, a running back, and a receiver. I mean, shit.
No,
Yeah.
and they got one offense tackle
Oh, that's right, because they were. Yeah, I forgot they were in the.
and
first
an
round.
edge. They got Darius Robinson.
They had 7 picks, dude. Oh my goodness.
That's a haul right there. What the heck?
Yeah, this class better turn out good for them if they had 7 picks in the first 3 rounds. Oh my god, dude. And one of them is one of the better wide receiver prospects ever, too, on top of all that.
And they still have 5 more picks.
Oh my god, man. Clearly them trading back because they were at 3 last year, and then Houston traded up with him to get Will Anderson, right? That's how that happened.
I believe so.
Because Houston had 2 and 3 last year, so they
Yeah.
traded all again. Shit. Well, that worked out great for them.
I thought Washington did a good job.
You don't?
They also had a lot of picks. No, they did.
Who?
What
Washington.
the fuck, NFL?
Oh yeah, no, they had a shit ton of picks. They had a lot, and obviously, I think Johnny Newton's a great pick for them. That's my favorite pick for them. Honestly, it's huge value. Daniels is good, sure. He's not who I would have picked, but he's good. And they took a tight end too. They took the second tight end off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a mauler too.
His name's Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Right, Bobby, I want to get your take on this. The NFL allowing players to wear the Guardian caps during regular season games.
I mean, That's like that's the one injury that they can kind of control. I think just more protection for the head is better. Like the other injuries are just part of the game, but like trying to limit concussions, that's like one thing that like if the guarding caps are proven to help, I mean, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you just throw it on? It may look a little weird, but protect the heads.
I agree. Also, one of your football teammates in high school once said to me in the locker room, "It's not a real sport unless you're banging heads with another man." How do you feel about that?
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, football's a violent sport. Like things like the hip drop tackle, like all these changes to the way you can tackle.
Right.
I mean, that's just changing the game for the worse. But like something simple, just put a little cap on your head to protect against concussions, because like that. I mean,
what
other
is
injuries
the cap?
heal. Other injuries heal. Like you tear your ACL, you get surgery, you're fine. You could pay for the best doctors in the world, get rehab.
Eh,
You
Right.
can
you don't need the
retire.
best doctors.
I mean, but they can't. That's what I'm saying. They get the best doctors. Like it's fine. But like with the concussion, the CTE stuff, like that doesn't heal. So that's the one thing that's an actual risk. So if you could protect against that,
Yeah,
you know.
Antonio Brown
What
is a
is the
walking
guardian caps?
Guarding cap is that big bubble thing you see him wear during practice.
Yeah,
like
but
a
like, what
balloon.
is it made? Is it just like foam?
Yeah, it's just padding. I don't think there's much technology in it. I think
Yeah, I
it's
think
just
it's
literally
just
just
like
a cap.
Is
yeah.
it like? Is it just like pure like mattress foam type like that, or is it
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
no?
But yeah, is there any like final thoughts you guys have on the draft? Because we've been recording for I want to say like 2 hours now,
Yeah.
if not more.
Eagles to the Super Bowl.
Broncos still suck out.
Okay.
You
too?
want them to suck.
Lions and Chiefs to the Super Bowl.
Wow. Okay.
Wait,
Puka
let's
Nakua
all
is
make
gonna
Super Bowl
overtake the World
picks.
Cup.
McCarthy is the best QB in the class and draft class.
McCarthy.
Wow. Okay, dude. It's we're both leaving in this house. I think.
Caleb Williams is gonna show why they should not
Who
have
do you guys
moved
have
on
in the
from
Super Bowl?
Justin Fields.
Super
Who do
Bowl
we have in the
prediction.
Super Bowl?
Oh,
What's the logo?
Broncos, Bears, baby. Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, double rookie.
That's crazy.
Said mine.
Yeah.
Ravens, Vikings.
Wow.
What's the purple on
Yeah.
purple?
That's a purple on purple right there. Exactly.
Cool ball. Bobby, I'm guessing Eagles and who?
It's a rematch. It's Eagles Chiefs, but Eagles win it this time.
They never win the rematch.
Eagles get revenge.
Well, Nick Foles is
Jalen
the
Hurts
last thing
is
you're gonna
gonna
get.
go back to having no emotion.
He's saving his emotion for when he wins the Super Bowl.
For when he goes to the Pro Bowl.
For when he's a future Denver Bronco tight end.
Keep
That's
believing.
I am believing. I'm going to continue to believe. This is like when I fucking believed in Drew Lock. You guys remember that summer?
Oh,
do
yeah.
remember that.
That is just
That was
sad.
crazy.
No, I was with you.
I was posting that clip of him dancing on the bench every fucking day because
That
I
bought me.
believed in that.
You bought
Wait,
me
so
with that.
that means you're not drafting Caleb then. You're drafting Bo Nix because you believe, right?
Well, I believe now because he's on my team. I wasn't gonna believe
Yeah.
if he wasn't a Bronco.
So you're drafting Bo Nix, right? Not Caleb?
What are you talking about? We already have
For
Bo Nix.
fantasy.
I'm not touching the fucking Broncos in fantasy. I learned my lesson 2 years ago.
You don't want to
What
draft Mims,
happened?
bro?
You're not
Like, oh.
believing?
I'm believing in real life. I won my ring last year. I've got 3 rings. The rest of the league combined has 3 rings. My legacy is secure. I don't need these words from you people.
Oh.
Mickey Mouse rings.
Yeah.
Last year's Mickey Mouse, I dropped
No, the
210.
previous two.
So, still more than anyone else.
Oh, back when you scammed everyone for
Yeah,
trading
those are
picks
Mickey
because
Mouse
you
rings.
didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
I
We
never
had
scammed you.
Ethan drafting 5 kickoffs.
Eli traded with Ethan. Eli got Saquon Barkley for nothing. Oh yeah, this guy's
Exactly.
acting all innocent, as if he didn't scam not only someone that he didn't know that well, but someone who didn't watch football at all for OBJ and Saquon 6 years ago.
Exactly. And you
I
won
didn't
those
know that.
leagues
I
when
didn't know
we did
football that
not
well
watch
either.
football.
I only
You
knew
still knew more than
Saquon.
him.
I just knew Saquon.
He just
also-
saw his quads.
You
I saw
also
his
scammed-
quads, bro.
You also scammed Jeremy the next year. Do you remember that? Because he loved Todd Gurley, and you knew Todd Gurley had
That
arthritis.
was not a scam.
You
That's
walked
just
up to him,
Jeremy
Saquon,
being
and said, "You love
stupid.
Todd Gurley, right? Give me prime DeAndre Hopkins," and he did. That was pretty bad, dude.
Todd Gurley was still good then.
Yeah.
Not that year. He wasn't good.
No, he
Jeremy
was.
was also
He
very
was
high
literally
on Kyler
projected
Murray.
first round.
But then
He only got bad in like the first
That was his
couple of
fall off.
weeks. I know
Still,
that
though,
was
you
his
knew what you were
fall off.
doing. You knew what
I
you were
was
doing.
was I gonna expect him to fall off that bad? No, but did I think DeAndre Hopkins was gonna be better? Yeah, that's why I traded for him. That's
No,
what
Eli
trading
Eli
is.
gets a pass because like some
Yeah.
of his trades are like
What?
absolutely dog shit. So like it
Oh
goes
yeah, some of his
yeah,
trades
yeah.
make up for it.
yeah.
You just tried to scam everyone.
Wrong.
Just
Yeah,
because
You
same
still
with
try to
Bob.
scam everyone.
We're Okay, I know you didn't just say that. Of all
Okay,
people,
that
Bobby
was
did say that.
we just couldn't get people to veto that. trade.
Bobby
Dude.
actively on draft night every year that he's been in the league and drafted will go to everyone trying to get like a huge wild ass trade immediately after the draft ends. And
And
once
it's
it worked,
always
and he won the fucking ring
three
because
plus people. It's never simple like, oh, 1 for 1, 2 for 2. It's always like, I'll give you these 3 people, you give me 12 people, and I'll drop
Yeah.
this guy.
you open a trade proposal from Bobby and it takes up half your screen.
Yes. You have to end up dropping a player that you pick up from the trade somehow.
Yeah, an hour after draft night. But yeah, once it
I
worked
make
for
good
Bobby.
trades.
It
Once
worked
it worked for you,
once.
and you won the Super Bowl because of
And
it.
the league changed forever because of it. Vetoes have never been the same.
Yes. Now we veto everything.
Especially when my name's on there for some fucking reason. In every sport too, by the way.
Okay, well, like you deserve it in some sport. Like basketball, like for
deserve it.
sure. You,
I just win.
like-
That's not my fault.
no, basketball, you deserve it like 100%. Like
Maybe
it's
this year. Sure.
It's disgusting.
No.
No, every
That-
year. Like
Because you also have over 1,000 moves.
This year you lost, monkey.
Yeah, but the trade. Shut up. I knew that was gonna come up somehow tonight. I don't know how, but we fucking found our way there, didn't we?
And look when he doesn't trade, by the way. He's 0-5 in baseball.
Yeah. I also
You're
haven't
0
changed my
and
mind
5
on-
in baseball?
I haven't changed. I literally haven't opened the app like more than twice since draft night.
You kept talking about what's his face? Yamamoto.
Well, he's not on my team. He's on the Dodgers.
I'm
and
3
he's
and
also
1?
Awesome. Yeah, see, fucking no one's paying attention. I won baseball last year too. Again, that's what I'm saying. My legacy is secured. 3 football rings, 3 basketball rings, 1 baseball ring.
they're all Mickey Mouse ring. Joey's corrupted by the deep state. Gets money from the deep state, bro.
Yeah.
Joey's
Oh!
the commissioner, it doesn't count. He's been he's fucked
You
with
want to tell
trades.
people? You want to tell people how I won baseball last year? Are you?
Or how do you win baseball? Actually,
Because you had number 1 overall pick. I had number 2.
Oh yeah.
Took Trey Turner, so I got Shohei Ohtani.
okay, well, I don't know.
I mean, but
Yeah,
also
deep state
this year
collusion?
Alien fucked his lineup too, so
This is deep state collusion, and then I beat you in the fantasy football championship because I scored
Okay,
200.
that was just scams off of scams, bro.
okay, the fantasy football was
How was
Alien.
football last year? Okay, one maybe.
Built off of scams.
One possible. As
Fuck
if you
you
were
for
trying to
that
do the same
trade.
thing.
Now you
I
killed
hate
Ben
you,
with that
Joey.
trade. You single-handedly killed Ben and then killed my team in the fucking
I don't
finals.
think I did that.
Fucking Hollywood Brown never returned. He had fucking Kyler Murray back.
For the record,
Fucking
we
one
had
of
a
the
different
best
trade
duos.
fully agreed upon. And then after the trade was agreed upon, you said, actually, can I have Hollywood instead? And this is my fault?
Disgusting.
Because of Eli.
Oh, see,
I have the DMs from Eli saying, hey, you should try to get Hollywood instead.
And how'd that work out?
Who was the other guy? Tutu? What did he do? Nothing either.
True. But you got my hopes up for Hollywood.
Hey, he got my hopes up too.
fucking Calamari back, they had such well chemistry, and then
Oh,
he
that's
passed
true.
him
I
like
got Hollywood from you,
6
huh? I forgot about that.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, you should blame
Also, you
Eli for
just
that.
gave me what you got from Eli.
You should blame Eli for that because I was perfectly honestly, my team would have been better if you let me get the first thing I offered you. Because I tried to trade Jonathan Taylor for Breece Hall, and you said no. What if you give me Jonathan Taylor and Hollywood or Jonathan Taylor and Terry McLaurin?
No,
If you
it
Josh
wasn't
Jacobs.
Jonathan.
Yeah, I gave Eli Jonathan Taylor. Because I
I
drafted Taylor.
got
No, I gave you who I
Treehouse.
got from him. I got Jacobs and Hollywood
Yeah.
Brown. But I
You
gave
did
him
not trade any original players of your team.
not to you. But yeah, my teams are fucking goated all the time,
And
except
then
for baseball right
Arian
now.
was the
But
waiver
that's not
wire
that important.
king.
No, I was
Arian got everyone off the waiver wire.
That's true.
How'd that work out?
Yeah,
Half-
but you're a scam. You're a scammer.
Half of his team was blue and white teams.
Yeah, I was.
CD
Half of
Lamb,
his team were running backs.
Like,
Hey, I
Oh,
worked
yeah.
for the waivers, bro. You
But
just
you
can't.
had like 8 running backs.
No,
on
yeah,
your
you had a
team.
shit ton of running backs. And even though one of them got injured for the year, one of them sucked ass, and one of them missed most of the year, you were still crazy.
You also refused to trade any of them.
I know. I needed them though. I actually needed them.
You
All I got
had 3 of them on your bench at all times.
He
Yeah,
did
that's
try to
okay.
give
Had
you.
crazy running backs and then somehow still got Jameer Gibbs afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was
that
funny.
one. You're talking about scams, bro. You got Jameer Gibbs for
Okay,
fucking.
okay. Jameer Gibbs is nothing compared to fucking CD Lamb. All right, that was the scam of the year. That was a scam of the year.
Okay, in my defense,
I don't know, dude.
CD never
gap
averaged
between-
above like 13 points until he went to Joey's team.
But it's the fact that I
Versus
hyped him up
CD
for
Lamb.
you. It's the fact that I hyped CD Lamb for you to fucking do that trade, Joey. I fucking hate you.
Genuinely, if you didn't ask for CD Lamb in the public football chat, I would never have offered a trade for him.
That's crazy.
I would never have thought he was available.
The fact that I gassed him up and you're like, oh no, CD Lamb is like not good. remember you
Also,
said-
every time we went to basketball, you kept talking about CD Lamb.
Hey, to be fair, he wasn't a top 3 receiver. He was a top 1 receiver. So
He wasn't even the top 10 when I traded him.
Okay, we gotta overthrow fucking Joey.
No, I will.
We need a
Me.
new commiss. Make Jamie
Eli
the
beat me.
commisser now.
I mean,
Eli beat me. Bobby beat me. Can't be that hard.
Yeah, we don't
Jeremy
count
beat me. Can't be that
Bobby's
hard.
victory. He took advantage of someone. Like,
Hey,
It
those
was
Jeremy
players didn't
Grant
help me at
with
all.
eight.
I had to win it off the waivers. Hunter
yeah,
Henry,
Bobby's the real
You-
waiver warrior, bro.
You had
Hunter
Travis
Henry,
Kelce
and
from
Amon
Pittsburgh.
Ross
Don't say
St.
it was
Brown,
useless.
both waiver wire heroes.
Yeah.
but still, that trade just was not.
You had
You
Travis Kelce
traded
from that
like
trade.
your
It was not
8th
nothing.
and 9th for his 1, 2, and 3.
I don't think it was that bad.
If
I
Jeremy
think-
could win our league off an 8 seed, you can win it too.
I mean,
Oh,
shut up.
Jeremy's
We're
was
not talking about
actually Mickey
Jeremy's run, bro.
Mouse. Jeremy's
We don't-
was
we don't
Mickey
talk
Yeah,
Mouse.
about
we're gonna talk about.
Jeremy's run does not count, bro.
Jeremy's is
Yeah.
the epitome of Mickey Mouse.
He also just so happened to win the league on the DeMar Hamlin game. So
That is
Okay.
true. You're
he
saying
probably would have
collusion?
won anyway. Unless Devin Singletary had the game of his career in that game. That's what it would have taken for Jeremy to lose.
Because he beat everyone else by like 2 points.
No, I lost awfully
You lost
as the
that
first
bad?
seed.
As
the
the
Oh,
one
I
first
mean,
seed,
you
seed,
just
yeah. You're
always
trying to go back to
lose,
back,
Kelsey.
and you got dunked on.
I mean, always. I've won. Shut up. You haven't won. Have you made the playoffs?
Yes,
What are you
I've consistently
talking about?
made playoffs, and I
What?
have one, just not in this league.
What are you fucking talking about?
It says he consistently make the playoff. Ain't no way.
Recently, yes, when I've
He's
actually
consistently-
started watching.
He's been in the league consistently.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm not.
he
Oh
make the
no, a
playoffs?
fucking Footussy
Didn't-
just sent to your house.
Did he make the
Whoa!
playoffs?
Didn't Arian miss the playoffs last year?
Last year, I have no idea actually.
Wasn't
That's the only
wasn't
time I
Arian
missed the
second
playoffs.
place?
Huh?
No, that was Justin.
Eh.
Until last
No.
year.
Like
Football?
the year before.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it
don't know.
But
was
not when I
Justin.
won. when you won, or when Jeremy won.
Oh no. He beat me and then he beat I wanna
Jeremy
say it was
winning is
Justin.
crazy.
That was when
Yeah, as
the
an
like
18
second place really started.
That's Eli's fault.
What?
You lost as a
broke
1 seed in the first
Justin's.
round, dog.
Bro, it's not my fault. My team's good.
You lost to a big nose man.
They just weren't good that week.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
But yeah, bottom line, I'm fucking goated at fantasy.
Hey, you've only
Untouchable
won
no more.
once since I've been in the league, so in my eyes, me and you are even.
That's the same amount as you and more than anyone else, except for Jeremy. And also, for the record, not even just in this league. Ben mentioned other leagues. I was in 3 football leagues last year. I won all of them. That's not a joke.
Sounds
So
like
Who
a
asked?
loser.
Nobody asked.
I don't
He's
care.
match
I'm
fixing.
fucking triple.
All I care
I'm
about is I
match- yeah,
beat
yeah,
the ass off a
baby.
Cowboys fan in my other league, so I'm happy. I broke his winning record. He was undefeated when he faced me, and immediately over.
Open a window. Oh shit. But yeah, if there's any final thoughts you guys have on the draft, we could say it now and probably wrap it up because we've had the recording on for damn near 3 hours.
Oh, shoot.
Go Vikings,
Anything else?
baby.
Go
If the
Vikings.
Chiefs
Oh,
don't at
leave it.
least make it to the Super Bowl, they have angled God and the devil.
I'm gonna make a bold claim and say it's not Dallas's year.
It's
Whoa.
always failure.
Watch it, buddy.
Dak Prescott, it'll go for over 1,000 yards on your head.
Yeah, he's gonna throw 1,000 yards in
Yeah.
the season. I believe that.
That's crazy you cut out exactly when you did because that makes that sound almost the opposite of what you were trying to say.
Dak Prescott's only gonna throw 1,000 yards this season.
Thank you. Just making sure. But yeah,
CeeDee Lamb will have 500 yards on you.
Oh, CeeDee Lamb will probably do good, except against the Eagles because we just got 2 first-round corners that are gonna lock him up.
Unless
Or
they
he
get
just
it
like
out.
yeah, or he just owns them and like shows them what the NFL is about.
Like he breaks their ankles.
Well, Darius Slay, we still have Darius Slay. Darius Slay is gonna lock up CeeDee Lamb,
Seriously, is what?
but now he's gonna have safety help.
Gonna have white safety
No.
help.
Dak Prescott's gonna bust through your D line by himself.
I mean, I don't know what we're talking about Dak when we got Danny Dimes, the GOAT in that division.
Yeah, let's not talking about the fucking Cowboys.
Like, I don't know if the Eagles can contend with fucking
Wait,
Danny.
but we're missing out the best team in football, the Panthers. They have
Dude.
Bryce Young.
I will
Unironically, I think
say,
he'll be good.
Daniel Jones has my favorite moment of the Giants ever when he against the Eagles actually, where he broke free.
Fucking
He ran for 80 yards, wide open touchdown, but then he tripped
Yeah.
on the 6-yard line. Greatest moment in
drop the
Giants
ball,
history.
too, right?
No, he was just
No,
trying
he
to
held
well
on to
down
it.
the clock.
He just tripped.
It was the turf, man.
There was a turf, yeah. It was a turf.
Same thing that brought down Aaron Rodgers.
Whose stadium was that?
What?
When Danny Dimes tripped?
I don't know, dude.
I think he was at Giants.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I was gonna
Doesn't
say.
that feel like
lucky.
notably fucking suck?
I was
Yeah.
gonna bring the
Allah
Philadelphia
feels
slander.
But yeah, I think we can wrap this one up here. It's time to bow leave. If you
Mhm.
guys have anything else to say, but yeah, I think that's I think
one
it's
more
good to wrap
thing.
this one up here. Thank you guys for watching.
Nanoscopium.
Oh,
Joel Embiid is a fraud.
Oh yeah, he's a foul merchant.
Oh, Embiid is a fraud.
okay. That's a great way to end this one. But yeah, thank you guys for
LeBron's
watching. We'll see you
losing.
guys next time. All right, you can
Reverse sweep.